It was a night that they won't forget very soon. 17-12 at the end of the first quarter. 41-21 at halftime. They built that lead up and had a running clock in the fourth quarter on their way to a 66-31 victory to begin conference play. The Lady Trojans now at 2-1 will be on the road, and they will take on another Trojan team to complete the trifecta here before the holiday break in the Hillsboro Trojans. While Hillsboro's record is not shiny, their ranking and their team is. They are second right now in Class 2A in the state of Kansas. They have taken 3 losses in a row, but to very quality teams. We'll dig in more to that as we go on here through countdown to tip-off. On the boys' side, it'll be an interesting one, right? Francis Flax and his guys will try to get their first win of the season. They'll try to do so here before the holiday break, and they will take on a very athletic, high-scoring Hillsboro squad that comes into tonight looking to defend their home floor and get into the holiday break on a positive note. Welcome into Hillsboro High School. My name is Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith. We'll have play-by-play coverage for you of South that live or anytime, and it's brought to you tonight by Tri-Valley Seed Studios. We look forward to a
and growth await. Apply today at schwansjobs.com.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
The Appliance Center is where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back to Hillsboro High School. Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith, Chris Calo producing and engineering. Of course, that live stream video on SalinaPost.com is being produced tonight by Trey Tolley. Good matchup here, Tyler. When you look at the girls' contest, Hillsboro, the host school here, they are ranked 2 right now in Class 2A in the state of Kansas, but they have a 2-3 record. When you dig past the surface of that, they have beat Sterling and Lyons this year. They got up to a 2-0 start, but their last 3 games have been very competitive and a very tough schedule. A lot like Southeast of Saline's schedule. They have lost 3 consecutive games, has Hillsboro, to Inman, who's always very good on the ladies' side in basketball. They've also lost to Mound Ridge, who's currently ranked 7th in Class 2A, and they lost to Halstead, who's ranked 2nd in Class 3A. Despite their 2-3 record here early Leon, I think you and I can both agree this Hillsboro Lady Trojan squad is going to be good.
Devin, this Hillsboro team is always really good. It's always an awkward environment to come in and play. We have big bleachers going either way. The backdrop's a little bit different than most courts we see. We have the old school kind of orangish gym floor, and there's no volleyball lines on it. It's a fun old school basketball court to be on. And every time you come in here, you know that you're going to see one of the state's top teams in 2A, and tonight's going to be no different despite their 2-3 record.
This is a team under the direction of Micah Ratzliff. He's in his third year. He coached the boys briefly before sliding over on the girls' side. His career record here at Hillsboro High is 45-11. Last year, this Hillsboro team, they were 22-2. They only suffered 2 losses, and they lost in the opening round. If you talk about a bad draw, this is the definition of that. They lost to Wichita Independent in the opening round, 39-36. It was just a one-possession win for Wichita Independent, who went on to win the 2A state title, and that was the closest game that they had played through that season for Wichita Independent. 2 years ago, this Hillsboro team was 21-6, and oh, by the way, when you look at the pedigree and the tradition of lady sports here in Hillsboro, you have to look no further than their basketball team, their softball team, and their volleyball team. They were back-to-back volleyball champions in 2022 and 2023. For Southeast of Saline, you look to carry the momentum over that you established 1 week ago. You almost wish you could play the next day, right? After a game against Beloit, that you had a running clock in that fourth quarter, but you had 6 days off. You get a time to kind of catch your breath a little bit, get back into the gym, which I think is important with this young squad.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 because you're exactly right. You want to continue to play because that team played about as well as you could have played against Beloit, but still we're seeing them gel and we're seeing them get together. We're going to talk a lot about Kaya Samuelson, who had a career night. I mean, the freshman in only her third game and her second career start, 14 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. I mean, just filled the stat sheet up. But it was the post play down low. I mean, you look at that score against Beloit, and you think that might have been a blowout, might have been an easy game, but it was Sutton Douglas, Addison Rohr, Annabelle Vielas that they were so aggressive down low, and they made it really difficult for Beloit to get anything going down low, and that's when the guards flourished. And that's what you want to see tonight. You want to see Southeast get out and go and be athletic and really push the pace against a Hillsboro team that only comes in with a handful of girls that have had any time this year.
It appears as though we are going to be a bit ahead of schedule here. The JV game had a running clock. Southeast of Saline's boys made sure of that as they performed very, very well in the junior varsity game. And it looks like we're going to go about 5 minutes early here in this gym. So don't go away here on an abbreviated version of Countdown to Tip-Off as we are getting ready here for Southeast of Saline and Hillsboro basketball, looking at starting lineups here in less than a minute from Hillsboro High School. Let's talk about the Southeast of Saline team. So far, their makeup has been very, very good. They don't have a double-digit score so far on average, but they do have 2 freshmen that are averaging 9 points a game in Reese Heinrich and Kaya Samuelson. They also have a couple of girls in Abigail Pearson, 8.5 points a game, Reagan Duran, 7.5 points a game, and also Sutton Douglas at 7 points a game. It's spread out. It's scoring right now that you don't know where it's coming from, and I think the definition of this Southeast of Saline girls team may have hit us Friday night, where it is team basketball. It's sharing the basketball. You don't know where points are going to come from, and you could have a 15-point score on any given night.
Yeah, we saw this a couple of years ago when Southeast Saline girls made their state run where they didn't have a constant score. They didn't have anybody in double figures. You think back to the junior year of Brielle Potachik, Maddie Harris. It was the senior year of Avery Castleman, of Reagan Getz. You never knew who you could rely on them all, but somebody's potentially going to go off for 20 any given night, and that's how it is tonight. You're going to get a lot of scoring from a lot of different angles. You got to defend all 5 players on the court if you're Hillsboro tonight, and that's what makes the Southeast team so dangerous. Defense leads to offense, and that's the crucial thing that we've always seen with these Southeast Saline teams led by Shauna Smith. Good defense lead to offense, and that's what leads to you don't know who's going to score because a lot of times it's in transition, so it's getting out and getting buckets.
Let's go over starting lineups for this game. Let's first touch on the Hillsboro Lady Trojans under the direction of third-year head coach Micah Ratzliff. They will start Amaya Worth. She's a sophomore, 17 points a game, 4 rebounds per contest. She is without a doubt this team's leading scorer and offensive gun. Kingsley Ratzliff is a junior. 5 points a game, also 4 rebounds per contest, along with Addison Jost, 6 points, 4 rebounds for the junior. Then a sophomore, Emily Patusik. She is averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. And Talia Jost, another junior, 5 points, 5 rebounds a game. For a Hillsboro team that comes in, losers of 3 in a row. They definitely want to break that trend. They are 2-3 this season, but they are the second-ranked team in the state of Kansas in Class 2A by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association. For the visiting Southeast of Saline Trojans, under the direction of head coach Shauna Smith in her 9th season, assisted by Steve Reedy and Kylie Holmes, she will start Reese Heinrich, a 5'1 freshman, 9 points a game, 2.5 rebounds per contest. With her in the backcourt, Kaya Samuelson, a 5'7 freshman, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 steals, 4.5 assists per game. How about that stat line on average? 5'7 senior Addison Rohrer, 3 points, 5.5 rebounds. She's the team's leading rebounder. Sutton Douglas, a 5'7 junior, 7 points, 3 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting 5 for head coach Shauna Smith and the Southeast Trojans, Abigail Pearson, a 5'7 junior, 8.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists per contest. As we are getting ready to go here, a couple of minutes early, Tyler Smith, your new image audio keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline.
Devin, I think tonight, and still, this is pre-Christmas schedule. I think it's about finding your identity. I know it's difficult when you're coming in, you're facing a number 2 ranked team in 2A. Obviously, you want to go out and get the win, but it's about establishing who you are as a team, and I think that's something that we saw huge strides in, not only against Beloit, but we saw in the second half against Abilene. Like, continue to build who you are. That's what goes on. And we often joke this is the biggest game of the year because there's 15 days until the next game. So this game, you're going to have to think about a lot regardless of the outcome.
Hillsboro wins the tip when you're viewing live stream video brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed and Service. It is Hillsboro in their white jerseys trimmed in maroon and mustard. Also, Southeast of Saline in their road purples trimmed in black and white. Glad you could join us for a doubleheader on a Thursday night here. Southeast of Saline basketball on the road visiting the state-ranked Hillsboro Lady Trojans. Hillsboro taking their time in this opening possession here. Already 30 seconds into the clock. 7:29 left to go, looking for the first shot of the game. Hillsboro nearly lost it near the sideline. Reese Heinrich over there defensively, hounding the guard. Free throw line extended on the opposite side. Now here comes a cutter for Hillsboro. They'll look at the lower block. Good defense there on the switch by Sutton Douglas. Now back inside. Douglas there again defensively. Stuck along the baseline. This possession is 51 seconds old. Hillsboro nearly lost the ball again. Southeast of Saline very solid defensively here in the opening cut. Hillsboro still working, 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now a little mini drive, stepped inside the line, now right back out. Hillsboro looks like they might just take this whole quarter and take one shot.
Yeah, and Devin, you can tell they're a very well-coached team. I mean, they're not going to force anything. They're going to make you play defense. And Shauna Smith is perfectly fine with her Trojans digging their heels in and playing some defense as you hear the crowd getting into it.
Southeast crowd getting behind the defensive effort of their Trojans, and you can stand on a big old box right now next to my buddy Francis Flax and say this is why we need a shot clock in all games.
And you see Coach Micah Ratzlaff, he's perfectly happy with this. He's just happy with them dribbling the ball on the backside, just making good passes and cut. It was the first shot of the game.
Shot up, weak side rebound is no good. Weak side rebound is good, and then it's put back in on the second attempt down low by Hillsboro. So Hillsboro takes nearly 2 minutes off the clock, and they end up scoring on a second chance opportunity down low.
And that's what you're going to see. Like, they know that they can't go up and down with Southeast Saline, and they're going to slow the game down, and you got to play defense. You got to figure out a way to get buckets when you can get them.
Yeah, you said Coach Ratzlaff was perfectly happy with that possession. He might be the only one in the gym that is happy with that. Here comes Hillsboro now, back the other way. 2-on-2 break. They are running this time. They'll flip it out for a three-pointer attempt on the break, and it's going to crawl in and out, no good. Amaya Worth that time, dumping it on the outside. And that three-point attempt missing. Here comes Southeast back the other way. Samuelson throws her defender with a big old crossover sweep. She gets to the cup and scores and evens the game.
Devin, that sweep right there, that little crossover, that's something we haven't seen from a freshman in years. I mean, that's an A-plus move from the freshman.
2-2. We are all evened up. Hillsboro now with a jumper inside the three-point line. That misses badly. It missed so badly it clanged off the backboard and went off Sutton Douglas's knees and out of bounds. It will stay here with Hillsboro.
And Devin, we can talk about how long that possession lasted the first time Hillsboro had the ball. But there was an offensive rebound that Hillsboro got that Southeast didn't. Like, I understand the shot clock, the argument with that, but there's opportunities for Southeast to get the basketball.
Early substitution here by Shauna Smith. Annabelle Viala is into the game for the first time for Southeast of Saline. She will bring with her fellow sophomore Reagan Duran. 2-2 is our score. Hillsboro scored the first basket of the game. Southeast of Saline evened it up. 5:10 left to play. First quarter. Hillsboro working the ball around the perimeter. Now a little give and go. It ends up being a shot off the backboard by Amaya Worth. Hillsboro It's their leading scorer, and she got the angle on the backboard just right there. Hillsboro back out in front by a bucket.
Yeah, great finish from Worth, but just a better catch. I mean, she caught that ball in traffic, was able to go up. Great finish from Worth.
Duran looking inside. It went off the fingertips of that. Back to Hillsboro. Southeast of Saline now, pushing their pressure out more towards the half-court line. Samuelson will come out. She will pick up Amaya Worth here at the timeline. Worth now trying to blow by. She's going to leave it out for a shooter out on the right-hand side. Ella Patutsik has it. Now back out. Comes over to the left in the near corner to Addison Jost. 4:25 left to go. 4-2 Hillsboro with the lead. Here's a drive and a shot put up. It's off the rim by Amaya Worth. No good. Second chance, no good. Third chance underneath by Worth. Now she's going to play it for a shot in the paint. We're going to have a Southeast of Saline foul. That's one benefit of playing this slow basketball is you play with the ball so much, sooner or later their defense is going to foul, right?
Yeah, they are. And right now there's 3 offensive rebounds from Hillsboro, and you just cannot allow that to happen if you're Southeast Saline. If you're going to play a slowed down offense, you can't give them second chance opportunities. And right now Hillsboro's just killing Southeast Saline on the offensive rebounds.
Reagan Duran, go ahead.
Sorry, steal from is impressive for Southeast.
Reagan Duran got that foul. Now Abigail Pearson tries to bounce it back out to Kaya Samuelson. Samuelson was pushed in the back. The official instead calls over and back and did not get the foul, who was trailing the play. So a turnover on Southeast of Saline. I'm not sure what happened there between Pearson and Samuelson. Abigail spent some time dribbling on the right-hand wing and then came back out with a pass that was errant. Hillsboro will have it, and you're right. All 4 points right now are on third chance opportunities, Tyler, for Hillsboro.
And here's what I love. You bring in Heinrich for Samuelson. Heinrich's called for the foul right there, but they're the 2 that are guarding Worth. So you have 2 freshmen that just have a lot of it. Testament to what Shauna Smith can do defensively, just having freshmen at that age. For years to come.
It's not like she's walking around the gym with a cane right now.
Good game for Hillsboro. Number 4, Mackenzie Dialini. Number 12, Daisy Klein.
Now working. She's eyeballing Annabelle Viales at the high post. Now they'll swing it to the opposite side of the floor. Samuelson ends up with it again. Head and shoulder fake. She dumps it off to Feldman. Sarah's shot is up. Bounces twice off the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Viales kept it alive, but now Hillsboro will take it. Amaya Worth with it. Amaya will come across the center court stripe. Now step on the gas. She'll leave it out left-hand side for Kinsley Ratzlaff, and a traveling violation will be issued.
getting their feet in the right position. That's what's causing these turnovers.
Has been leading here the whole way in this. Top of the key, Mackenzie D'Albini. By Heinrich. Those two locking horns over there. Back out top.
Also number 21, Addison Gore, her first personal. He got number 4. Headline, Addison Ghost. And for Hillsboro, number 11, Ellen Pulisic.
Afraid.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Second personal foul, number 2, Reese Heinrich. First team foul of the quarter. At the line, Maya Word. In for Southeast, number 23, Reagan Durant. Ball possession arrow to Southeast of Salina. Hillsboro. Also number 10, Addison Jost, her first personal team foul, number 1. Southeast of Saline, 30-second timeout.
Back here in Hillsboro, a couple of difficulties here technically. Hillsboro up 10-8, Tyler. So far, this second quarter has a lot more pace than what the first quarter had. But scoring still at points at a premium right now.
Yeah, it does. And right there, Reagan Durant just picked up her third, and all of Duran's 3 fouls have been very unfortunate. Like, she's just kind of been wrong place, wrong time. But you're seeing right now, it's Kyla Samuelson who's keeping Southeast in this game. She has all 8 of their points. We've seen them. She's hit 2 threes. We've seen 1 off a screen. But it's the defense of Southeast that's keeping them in the game right now. Playing really good defense, keeping them in. The offense isn't clicking. Talk about offense.
Timeout, Hillsboro. Timeout. Reminder that Hillsboro High School will be hosting a wrestling meet beginning at 3 p.m. tomorrow. That's wrestling starting at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Want Annabelle to knock that door down. I think we're starting to see her grow more and more confident with the knee injury she had last year, but just the more and more time she gets on the court, we're going to see things like that happen.
Three-pointer off the back of the heel by Hillsboro. That came from Madison Jost. 3:24 left to go. We're speeding back the other way. Pearson now has it. She stops on the right wing. Now back up top between the rings. Samuelson looked right. Now she comes back left. Feldman again. They try the same play. Viales did not catch the bullet initially, but she goes back up and puts it in. After the first 8 points for Kaya Samuelson, Annabelle Viales now has scored the last 4.
Yeah, great job reacting to the ball that went off the backboard. Viales just explodes up, grabs the ball off the backboard, goes right back up. Great finish from the sophomore.
Here's another three-pointer by Hillsboro, and it seems like the homestanding Trojans here have fell in love with that outside jump shot. It's just not going down right now.
Now, you're exactly right, and if you can make sure it's Worth that's not the one shooting them, you're going to be perfectly fine with that if you're Coach Shauna Smith.
They'll swing it around. Feldman again, back inside. Sutton lost the basketball. It was down low, and she couldn't quite fish it out for Southeast of Saline. Another turnover there on the visiting Trojans, but they have a 2-point lead. 12-10, 2:27 left to go here in the second period. Welcome back here. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you this evening by Tri-Valley Seed and Service. It's your local Pioneer Seeds dealer. Hillsboro back to their methodical pace. Trying to work it around the perimeter. Usually 4 guards outside, a cutter, and a high post. Here's another three-pointer. No good. Viales with a beautiful block out way up high, and then she comes in about 5 steps and grabs the rebound.
Yeah, Viales with 3 boards already tonight. You're seeing her really attack and doing a great job. Just that was all fundamentals right there. Great block out. Got herself a nice, easy rebound.
Samuelson for 3. Her third one of the half. Southeast of Saline now leads it by 5.
And Devin, that's a quick release. You don't see that a lot from any girl basketball player, let alone a freshman. Viala's almost sneaked the ball away right there.
Near steal, Amaya Worth, though, got it. Now she's going to play it out for a three-pointer from Kingsley Ratzliff. Boy, Hillsboro needed that one badly after they were trailing by 5. 13-15, Hillsboro trailing by 2 now. Southeast of Saline has the basketball. 76 seconds left to go. Pearson wants to drive, being hand-checked to the out corner. Now Pearson tried to dump it off inside to Sutton Douglas, who was coming across the paint. That ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline. Addison Rohr now back into the game. Sutton Douglas will check out.
Yeah, it looked like that drive right there. Abbott kind of caught herself in a weird kind of two-step with the feet. I think she panicked, thought she might get called to the travel, throws the ball away, but it stays with Southeast of Saline.
Inbounds from Samuelson, up high to Pearson. Pearson center of the floor. Now comes back right to Kaya Samuelson. Samuelson a couple of dribbles, now to Rohr. Everybody touching it on the floor. Back into Viales. And it's going to be Annabelle Viales again on that left-hand side, Tyler. She's having a coming-out party in the second quarter.
She is, and that's what we talked about before the game. It's establishing your identity. Just who are you? And I think we're starting to see that. It's the freshman and the sophomore right now. It's the only two that have scored. It's Viales. It's Samuelson. They're keeping Southeast Saline very comfortable right now with a 17-13 lead with 30 seconds to go.
17-13, as you said, Southeast of Saline with a 4-point lead. Boy, Samuelson was almost closely guarded that time on Amaya Worth. And at a 5 count, the official finally started counting, and Worth went by Samuelson, got to the bucket, and a foul is going to be called inside on Southeast of Saline. This will go against Sarah Feldman. It is her first.
Well, and right there, here's what you love about the senior leadership of Feldman. She knew that she didn't get there late. She immediately looked at Coach Smith. She was like, that's on me. Not a horrible foul. You send Worth to the line, who's missed a couple as she hits that first one right there. But Feldman knew she was in the right spot, just didn't get her feet over. You love to see a senior just put her hand up and say, that's on me, Coach.
Amaya Worth, the leading scorer, 17 points a game for Hillsboro, has been held to just 1 field goal and 3 free throws now after she makes the second one there. 17-15, Southeast of Saline with a 2-point lead. They can have the last say here in the second quarter. 22 seconds left to play. Pearson with it. She plays catch with Samuelson out near the timeline. Kaya now wanting to drive a little bit, takes a glance at the clock, dumps it off to Feldman, gets it back. Samuelson now back to the middle of the floor. Clock down to 11. Gets hand checked over there by Worth. Now to Pearson. Sutton Douglas has it in the corner. Back to 5. Samuelson will have to drive her around. She gets to Pearson. Pearson stuck in the corner. Clock running down. It goes off Abba's knee and out of bounds. 1 second left to play.
And we've seen that last second shot from the Trojans quite a bit, but worst case scenario, nothing happens.
Here's a desperation shot at the end. 17-15. Southeast of Saline preserves their lead. They were down 6-2 at one point and then came storming back, and they were doing it behind the outside shooting of Kaya Samuelson and the inside play, especially on that left-hand side. I want to notate that, of Annabelle Viales. 17-15 our score here at the break. When we come back on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report, I'll get it out there. We'll talk to head coach Francis Flax of the Southeast of Saline boys. We'll see what his week has been like since they last played on Friday and his preparations with the boys for this evening's game against Hillsboro. 17-15, Lady Trojans of Southeast of Saline. They lead it by 2 as halftime starts now right here on KINA. KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Hillsboro High School, Devin Haney now joined by Francis Flax at his halftime of the girls' game, 17-15. Southeast of Saline had a good second quarter there, and they came back and took a 2-point lead into the locker room after leading by as much as 5. Time now to check Southeast of Saline on the guys' side, and almost a week now, Coach, since your last game, 81-68. You gave a pretty good shot there to the Beloit Trojans, the 7th-ranked team in the state last week. Came away, though, with your 3rd loss of the season. You and I talked in postgame about this game, and more than that, the opportunity to have kind of get back in the gym, hit the reset a little bit, work on some things. I know gym time this time of year is never a bad thing. How'd the week go for you?
Well, it went really well. Very happy with the guys, that work that they put in. We were able to put in a couple new looks that you'll probably see tonight. The problem is we got a big obstacle facing us tonight. This is a good Hillsboro team.
It really is, and we'll get to Hillsboro here in just a couple of seconds. What did you see of that Beloit game that you could take positive away? I know you guys had a great run here after trailing big. You came back and actually took a brief lead in this game, and I felt like Tiernan Potacek kind of maybe shed some layers of protective measure off of his body, and he kind of stepped into a varsity role. What's some other things that you saw in this game?
Well, we did a better job of sharing the basketball in this game, better than the first 3 games, better than the first 2 games. And that helped us to get some open looks. I mean, when we made our run, you know, we were getting good shots, and we were getting a few stops defensively and turning them into buckets at the other end. The problem is, once we hit that spurt and went ahead 54-53, we didn't score again for about 4 minutes, and they did score. So, but you know what's got to get better, and it's going to bug us for a while, is this rebounding. We're just we're not good at rebounding, and it's not because we don't work on it during practice, but it's just something. Rebounding is an art. You know, you don't have to be huge. You just have to be very, very basketball savvy. You have to know all the time where your man's at, or if there's a man there, you have to put a body on him. And we tend to look up at the rim, get caught under the basket, and so a lot of teams, Beloit included, got offensive putbacks because we were pushed clear under the goal.
Yeah, it is definitely a science, right? You have to understand things like longer the shot, longer the rebound, and where it comes from the outside, it's probably going the other way and things like that. You're definitely right, and it is an art of desire. I'll agree with you there. You touched on this Hillsboro team. They are a team, and usually as Hillsboro teams are, very athletic. They don't have the biggest guys in the world, but they'll get up and down the floor. They scored 77 against Halstead on Tuesday night. What else do you know about this Hillsboro Trojan team?
Well, they've got 2 good shooters on this team. I think Whiteshirt is one of them. He's about 6 foot, 6'1" maybe. They've got a good point guard, and their big man that plays for them, number 11, is a junior. I don't have his name here in front of me, but he holds his own in there. He's not a physical type post player, but he does a lot of things that don't show up in the scorebook that helps the other guys, be able to score. Now, one thing they will do on us, like I said, they've got a couple good shooters, but they're going to try to get downhill on us. They're going to try to get to the bucket, and that's another thing that we're not as good at. We get to the bucket, but we're not good at putting body on the defender and drawing fouls. We get there, but for some reason, we don't go to the line because we kind of shy away when we make contact. And Hillsboro doesn't do that. They take that thing to the bucket. They're going to put their chest in your chest, and they're going to try to finish plays and go to the free throw line.
Other than rebounding, which right now is probably 1A and 1B on your list, what else do you want to see from your guys tonight?
A more solid effort on defense. We asked Sam Knopf to guard Johnson, and he's never guarded a post player in his life. and I asked him to do it. But after looking at a few clips of film, we play him again. We'll change that a little bit. Sam didn't do a bad job, but he didn't release when Johnson came out high, and he tried to stay in front, and that hurt us. But Yeah, our defense has to be solid. We have to be in help mode all the time.
Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, he's the head coach of the Southeast of Saline guys. They are trying to get a win here tonight on the road against the Hillsboro Trojans. We are at halftime, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. 17-15, Southeast of Saline leading here at halftime of the girls contest. We'll be back with stats from the first half and third quarter action as we continue on here in Hillsboro on SalinaPost.com and KINA. KINA.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio does ceramic window tinting. How about a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids? I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unblock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Hillsboro High School, time now to go over your first half stats brought to you by the Bank of Teskett. Kaya Samuelson leading the way right now for Southeast of Saline. She leads all scorers in this game. 3 3-pointers in that first half. Kaya hits halftime with 11. Annabelle Viales has 6 points. All of those came in the second quarter, and those are your 2 scores for Southeast of Saline as they total 17 points. For the Hillsboro Trojans, they have things a little more spread out. Amaya Worth with 5, 4 for Talia Jost, 3 for Kingsley Ratzliff, and 3 for Ella Patutsik. No free throws in the first half for Southeast of Saline, 5 of 8 for the Hillsboro Trojans as we get ready to start third quarter action. 17-15. We saw a little bit of a swing there in Southeast of Saline. They were able to get that high-low action going, right? And it was Sutton Douglas, it was Annabelle Viales down low. Usually that's something that we would see Sutton and Addison Rohr get into, but it's nice seeing the sophomore Viales in there as well. Tyler, what are your New Image Audio keys to success here for Southeast of Saline in the second half?
It's just completely about value in every possession. I mean, if you want to compare this like to a football game, it's like Southeast is playing Beloit or Nemaha Central. I mean, those two teams, they want to take every single second of every possession they have. They want to make sure that they have the ball because Shauna Smith wants to do the exact same thing that Mitch Gebhardt wants to do, and I'm assuming the exact same thing that Coach Flax wants to do. They want to go, they want to run, they want to score a lot, but credit Hillsboro and Coach Ratzliff for sticking to their game plan. They want to make this as few possessions as possible, and right now they're making it tough on Southeast.
Abba Pearson has to hit the floor, save possession there. They were trying a 3-guard dribble weave. Hillsboro got involved and disrupted that. Now Pearson down along the short corner on the baseline. She's going to throw it back out to Samuelson. Kaya curls all the way around, tried to find the backboard. It's partially blocked. Sutton Douglas comes over and ties up the defensive player for Hillsboro. She'll at least get the arrow to switch as the possession now will go over to the Hillsboro Trojans. 17-15, Southeast of Saline leading Hillsboro here as we are in third quarter action. Hillsboro currently ranked second in the state in Class 2A, but they're on a 3-game losing skid, 2 of those to ranked teams in their last 3 games. The other one to Inman, who is also usually pretty good on the ladies' side of basketball, and the guys' side as well. Here's a disruption now and a steal taken away. Southeast of Saline gets it back. First turnover of the half belongs to Hillsboro. Little cross-court pass from Heinrich to Pearson on the left-hand side. They'll swing it through Rohr. Now to Samuelson. She'll step into the keyhole. Jumper from 18 is no good. Ball slapped around by Rohr. It's going to be taken by Douglas, and Douglas trapped underneath the basket there, Tyler, in a 2-person trap for Hillsboro. Got caught with a traveling violation.
Yeah, it looks like Douglas just got the ball in a weird spot. She tried to make a move, just couldn't do it. Got caught for the travel, but nice offensive rebound. Right there, you saw Samuelson shoot the 19-footer. I think if you're Coach Shauna Smith, you want to see her just catch that ball and shoot. Don't take that extra dribble. Don't dribble inside the three-point line. If you have that open 3, take it.
Here's a 3 by Hillsboro right on your cue there, but they missed it, went off the front of the rim. Now a little give-and-go opportunity and a basket that is up and good by Amaya Worth. That's just a little give and go, simple cut down to the lane and get to the rim. And they have practiced that, you can tell, over and over again. Here's Pearson trying to get her own shot. She's going to be hammered from behind as she was shoulder to shoulder with Kingsley Ratzliff that time. Ratzliff's going to be guilty of the foul, and it'll send Pearson to the free throw line for the first Southeast of Saline free throws of the evening.
Well, when we saw Hillsboro drop back into that 1-3-1, and we saw Southeast immediately put up 6 fast points, don't think they're going to go back to that as Pearson hits that first one. They're back in their man-to-man defense. And at some point, I just don't know if you can defend the Southeast team. I don't know if you can hold an Abigail Pearson down for that long man-to-man defense with this many players, only 11 as she misses the second.
Addison Rohr has a chance to get that second rebound, and she's going to hit the deck, and she's going to save the possession for Southeast. Pearson made the first one. The second one, Pearson made the first one. The second one missed. It came off the rim, and there was Addison Rohr crashing in and doing what she does as the leading rebounder on this Lady Trojan team. Annabelle Viales will check in. She will give Sutton Douglas a break here as Shauna Smith continues to work through her bench frequently. Here's Heinrich for a 3 from the baseline. That's no good, and the rebound off of a Southeast player out of bounds. It will go over the other way to Hillsboro. It's a 1-point Southeast lead.
And we've seen Heinrich much quieter tonight than we've seen her in the last 3 games. In her first 3 games, we should say, but she was saddled with 2 fouls early, so she had to sit quite a bit in that second quarter. So I think this is when you're going to see the transition game really work. If you can start getting defensive rebounds, get these Trojans in the purple out and running.
Here's a shot put up by Amaya Worth. That's no good. Second chance opportunity on the backside. Hillsboro missed that as well. Here comes Pearson. Abba across the logo here at Hillsboro High. Wants to work off left. She'll use Viales there on the rub and now come back out beyond the 3-point line. Samuelson has it now. Quick twitch move. We'll get to the left-hand side. Ball on the floor now. It's going to be tied up for a third arrow check of the quarter, and this one will go Hillsboro's way.
And, Devin, we're seeing a fun matchup with the sophomore and this freshman. It's Worth and it's Samuelson going back and forth. I mean, they're guarding each other man-to-man. They're both having good offensive nights so far, but they're just going at each other. This is going to be a matchup. It's going to be fun to watch, not just for the rest of tonight, but for the next 2 years after this.
18-17, our score. Southeast of Saline leading by 1. It's been close. It's been nip and tuck. It's been low scoring the whole way through. Southeast of Saline's biggest lead at one point was 5. I believe Hillsboro's biggest lead was 4. Right now it's a 1-point Southeast of Saline lead. The girls in purple visiting. A shot put up by Hillsboro. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Won by Kaya Samuelson. Here comes Samuelson now. Head on a swivel. She's in the middle of the floor. Fires off left to Pearson. Pearson, little ball fake inside of Viales. Now she'll give it to Annabelle, who pops out high. Over to the right-hand side. Duran into the game. Reagan shakes it back and forth. Now they'll come around left-hand side to Pearson. Baseline open. Nothing working there, though. The interest Pearson, and they go to the right-hand side, and a 3-second violation called down low on Southeast of Saline for the third turnover of the quarter. Sutton Douglas back in. Viales will check out.
Yeah, it looked like Viales just got caught in there, kind of ball watching them. The ball was moving around on the perimeter. It's a good job from the official just seeing that. I mean, there was no action going on down there. So as you know, the sophomore will learn. She can't just get stuck watching the basketball. She's got to move around, make sure she's getting out of the lane and getting back in it to create that inside presence, because we've seen her have success there. So she's got to know that's where she's gonna live and die, but she's got to make sure she didn't camp out down there.
3-pointer, left-hand side, Hillsboro. That is no good. Ella Patutsik tried that one. Here comes Southeast of Saline. Douglas, head down to the basket, scoring like a bull. Sutton Douglas. Boy, there are times you can just get your crystal ball and throw it down on the sidewalk, because you know when she gets in that mannerism, she's going to go to the basket.
Well, and a great pass from Heinrich. I mean, that's the transition game that Heinrich brings that I don't think any other Southeast player does. She pushes the ball. It's a great dish from Heinrich and a fantastic finish from the junior Douglas.
Something that's just underrated with Sutton is the way she uses that off shoulder. I mean, she really uses that to leverage the defender.
She does, and she knows how to do it in a nice way to keep her left hand free, as we saw a great finish from her.
Here's a foul now on Southeast of Saline. It'll be Samuelson's first foul of the night, her first personal foul. First team foul. Each team has 1 foul here as we're halfway through the third quarter. First free throw attempt by Ella Patutsik is up and good. Sarah Feldman back into the game for Southeast of Saline. She will give Samuelson a break. Second free throw by Patutsik rattles home. She has 5. 20-19. Southeast of Saline leading. Pearson hits the deck. She was fouled.
Yeah, Daisy Klein just didn't get down. You saw a great transition from that free throw make, just busting the ball up court. Great pass again from Heinrich to Pearson. Klein couldn't do anything other than foul right there. It's a good foul from Klein.
Baseline offense here started by Heinrich. She'll go way up high to Reagan Duran. Duran was super aggressive against Beloit on Friday. I really liked the game she put together. And now a traveling violation here up high will be whistled against Reese Heinrich.
Yeah, it looked like it right there when Heinrich just kind of came to gather her feet right there, took that extra step. It's an unfortunate call. You'll see that uncalled sometimes, but I think that was the right call from the official.
Southeast of Saline still with a 1-point lead. Now back playing defense. 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Top of the key three from Hillsboro. Count it. Daisy Klein. Her first bucket of the night. 22-20. Hillsboro regains the lead. It's the first lead they've had since middle part of the second quarter. Feldman tried to get it to Pearson. Going to be stolen away by Klein. Back middle of the floor to Worth. They're to dump it off left-hand side, and the layup is up and good by Ella Patucik. And what a beautiful break that was in transition off of the steal for the Hillsboro Lady Trojans.
Yeah, it's going to be the fourth on Duran right there. So we see Samuelson coming for Feldman, but you got to get somebody in for Duran immediately if you're Southeast Saline. Again, Duran just caught wrong place, wrong time. At some point, you just kind of got to know you're saddled with 3 fouls. If you want to stay in this game as that free throw goes in. If you want to stay in the game, you got to make sure that you just let that layup go. See Duran just being a little extra aggressive.
Patucik now with 5 here in the quarter. That is the lead for Hillsboro as they have swung this game around now. Southeast of Saline led it by 3, 20-17. And right now it's an 8-0 run by Hillsboro. And right now it is all directly related to turnovers, Tyler. 5 in the quarter for Southeast, just 1 for Hillsboro.
Yeah, and you're seeing, again, just sped up a little bit. You saw a nice entry pass right there from Samuelson to Rohr. Rohr just misses that bunny. She had a lot of good pressure from Hillsboro on her, but that's a finish you got to see made.
Inbounds by Heinrich was deflected. Reese, though, steps inbounds as she collects it back, saving it for Southeast of Saline. Samuelson up high, being hand-checked all the way out to half court. Now Sutton Douglas will have it. Sutton, backdoor cut to Pearson. Pearson caught it with one hand, stopped and scored. What an athletic play by Abigail Pearson.
Well, how about the experience and just the composure from Pearson right there? If she goes up initially, there's no way she's getting that shot up. She just lets the defense fly by. That's a fantastic finish from Pearson.
Southeast of Saline scores. They stop that 8-0 Hillsboro run. Southeast needs a stop on defense. 2:17 left to go, third quarter. Hillsboro working it around. Up top, Klein. She's been hot here in this quarter. 5 points in the period. Now a three-pointer, up and good by Ella Patucik. Excuse me, that was Patucik with 5. Now 8 in the quarter. Klein has that other 3. 28-22. It's a 6-point Hillsboro lead. 1:51 left to go. Pearson lost her dribble. Now she'll find Heinrich, who's there to help. Reese brings it around now. Handoff to Samuelson. 17-footer on the way. Too strong, no good. Rebound and contested inside will be brought out of there somehow by Amaya Worth. She outbattled Rohr and Douglas for that ball. Hillsboro skips it over. Another three-pointer on the way. That one's going to airball and go out of bounds. And Southeast will take it back, trailing by 6.
And right now, you're hearing Coach Shauna Smith telling the back cut. You're seeing an extremely aggressive Hillsboro man-to-man defense, just trying to overplay everything. They're not going to let any guards catch it. You want to see the back cut, see if you can get some layups, as we saw that entry pass from Douglas to Pearson earlier. You got to get back to that if you're Southeast.
Douglas has it. She'll swing it left-hand side now to Pearson. Pearson ball above her head, and they're going to call 3 seconds again.
Amazing.
Down low on Southeast. 6th turnover of the quarter.
And that's a tough one because the ball, it wasn't across half court. There wasn't a lot of position established, but you didn't see any coach kind of say anything right there. That's obviously a call that Ratzlaff has made he's talked to the officials about, so that's something that Annabelle's got to be aware of when she's down low.
Top of the key 3 for Hillsboro. Missed that one off the heel. Pearson with the long rebound that came bouncing off the back of the rim. Here comes Abba, middle of the floor. She's going to tap the break, now blow by, get into the paint, run into a Hillsboro player. They're going to call traveling on Abigail Pearson. Back-to-back turnovers now for Southeast of Saline. They have 7 in the quarter.
And here's the tough thing that you have to do if you're Southeast right now. You're down 6, which seems like 20 at this point, just with the pace of this game, but you can't panic. You can't look at the score. You just got to play defense and play your game. And just all of a sudden when there's 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, that's when you need to kind of start looking at the score and playing a different game. But right now, just stick with what you do.
28-22, closing seconds here of the third. 37 seconds left to go. Hillsboro with a skip pass goes over the top. Patutsic has it now. She'll hand it off to Worth. Amaya Worth took a couple of dribbles, tried to turn the corner on Sutton Douglas. She cannot. Now she'll play it back out. They'll swing it back around. Worth guarded three. Good. Sutton Douglas is right there, had a hand in her face, but Amaya Worth gets the three, and that's the third three of the quarter for Hillsboro. They now lead it by 9. Shot up inside by Pearson. Partially blocked, no good. Taken away. Hillsboro has the last say about it. 4 seconds. Down to 3. Down to 2. I'm not sure Amaya Worth knew how much time there was. There's going to be a desperation 3. That was halfway down and crawled out. Hillsboro with a strong third quarter. They will take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter as you listen on KINA and watch live stream video on SalinaPost.com. It's brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed and Service.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from CopyCo. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At CopyCo, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a die-hard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. CopyCo, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Tri-Valley Seed and Service, the presenting sponsor of tonight's game. See Justin and Blake at Tri-Valley Seed and Service. They're your local Pioneer Seeds dealer located just outside of Gypsum and always saying, go Southeast of Saline Trojans. 31-22, Hillsboro with a 9-point lead. It's the biggest lead of the game for either team. And Hillsboro starting out not only with that lead, but also with the basketball. Here's a trapping defense by Southeast of Saline. Reagan Duran knocks it free. Reese Heinrich dives on her belly to try to save that ball. And it's going to stay here with Hillsboro.
And Devin, here's where the hill is even tougher to climb when you're down 9, is we've seen that Hillsboro can take the art of the ball. They will make every possession last as long as they possibly can. At some point, you're just going to have to pressure the basketball as much as you can. 4 steals. As you see a 3 right there from Worth, drains it from the top of the key.
Maya Worth left open off the trap for Southeast of Saline. She now has a baker's dozen at 13. She averages 17 a game early on in this season. Now she takes it away on defense, and they're going to call a foul on the floor here against Kaya Samuelson.
Yeah, look, the ball was taken away from Worth. Worth did a good job defensively, takes the ball away from Samuelson. Samuelson just goes after the basketball right there. It's called for the hold.
34-22. 12-point lead here for Hillsboro. There's an open girl underneath the bucket. Nobody had her for Southeast of Saline, and it's going to be an and-one opportunity as Samuelson got there late. Addison Jost gets the bucket, her first one of the game, and will have a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, it's a good look from Worth right there. It makes a 50-foot pass down to Jost. Saw her unattended right there, and we just saw Samuelson get there late, commits the foul.
Free throw is up and good. Samuelson's foul, her third. Reagan Duran has 4. Nobody for Hillsboro has more than 1.
You see right there, a quick pass to Samuelson on the wing. They're going to call Worth, just getting a little handsy on Samuelson. Only her first. I mean, she's done a great job defensively. She's been primarily responsible for Samuelson all night, and only her first foul.
37-22. It's a 15-point Hillsboro lead. Bounce pass going inside. Reagan Duran looking for Addison Rohr. That one's going to be taken away for Hillsboro. 6:47 left to go. Hillsboro will just spread it out here. I assume they're going to try to just run this clock down. It's kind of how they started the game, right? Their first possession went almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, it is. But they're going to take open shots. I mean, we've seen that they got a couple players hot right now. If you start packing in too low, start trying to trap too much, all of a sudden if they have an open player for 3, they're going to take it. But it looks like they're just completely content keeping the ball 30, 40 feet away from the bucket, just running some clock.
Hillsboro in no hurry here. 6:18 left to go in this game. They have a 15-point lead, and now a reaching foul on Reagan Duran. Probably not the smartest move there with 4 fouls. She has just picked up her 5th, and she is fouled out.
5th personal foul, number 23, Reagan Duran.
Yeah, it's a tough foul on Duran. We've seen, aggressive defense on the ball from both sides. Duran right there called for the foul. We've seen that the same thing not called on the other side, but that regardless, it's your 5th foul. You got to figure out how the referees are going to call the game. You see immediately a steal by Samuelson.
Kaya Samuelson takes it away. That's just the 2nd turnover for Hillsboro here in this second half. Samuelson kind of got reached in there by Hillsboro. She stumbled with her dribble, had to settle for a mid-lane jumper instead of taking it all the way to the rim, and the ball goes out of bounds off the miss. It'll stay with Southeast of Saline. 6:05 remaining. Heinrich inbounds, up high to Samuelson. They reverse it now, ends up with Heinrich on the opposite side. 3-pointer, no, won't go. In and out, no good, and a rebound taken in down low by Talia Jost. Hillsboro has it back. Heinrich up top. She is defending Amaya Worth. Now they'll come back to the right-hand side. Addison Jost has it. Ella Patutsic now. Hillsboro just playing catch here. Southeast of Salina in a man-to-man defense. They go to the high post, and Sutton Douglas is going to be whistled for the foul as Talia Jost falls down. And unfortunately, Sutton will absorb that foul.
Yeah, and we had the same angle the official had, and it definitely looked like there was contact. I don't know if there actually was, but you saw her go down, and it's an easy call for the official to make when a player goes down like that.
Timeout here for Southeast of Saline. It is a full timeout. We will step aside as well. 37-22, 5:31 left to go in this one. We're in the 4th quarter in Hillsboro here on KINA.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Out of the timeout, 37-22. Hillsboro with the lead and the basketball. 5:19 left to go here. And boy, Hillsboro, you can tell right out of the gate, they have that look like they are going to just shorten this game drastically by keeping the ball and playing a big old hot game of keep away right now with Southeast. Here's a deflection, near steal by Reese Heinrich. Hillsboro still dribbling it up top. Heinrich close to a 5-second count. Now a screen gets involved. A moving screen, I might add. Amaya Worth there to help out. 4:48 left to go. Worth wants to turn the corner, runs right into Samuelson. She traveled with the basketball. 3rd turnover of the half for Hillsboro.
Yeah, you see Coach Ratzliff ask for the foul. I thought it was a good call, obviously a very biased call, but you've seen that same call the other way. Samuelson was just in the correct spot at the correct time. I mean, just had her feet set. It's a tough call either way.
Yep, as you said, we saw almost an identical play on the other side, and they called it the same way. So, consistency.
And you're seeing a lot of hands from both defenses right now, and that's the difficult thing. If you start letting that go, you just don't know which ones you're going to call and which ones you're not going to call.
Yeah, right there. Reese Heinrich got hand checked with the left hand. The right hand came in, poked the ball away, and a foul will be called here on Ella Patutsic.
Also number 11, Ella Patutsic, her 2nd personal. Team foul number 2. Into the game for Hillsboro, number 5, Kingsley Ratzliff.
Kingsley Ratzliff comes back in the game for Hillsboro. Right now it's Douglas, Feldman, Samuelson, Pearson, Heinrich on the floor for Southeast. Samuelson on the left-hand side. Can't get that to go. Might have been partially deflected, and Hillsboro will bring it back the other way as we approach the halfway mark of the fourth.
And, Devin, that's twice that Samus has made a similar move, and she's gone up with the right hand. I think as we see her get older and more mature, she'll go up with the left hand, just kind of work on that a little bit more. It's a tough angle with the right hand. You let the defense in play. But as we see her grow, she can get to the bucket. She's got to figure out a way to finish that on the left side.
Pearson with the rebound. She'll bring it up, dump it off to Feldman, who shoots the three. That off the front iron, no good. And, well, you wonder now, just something, is it the lighting on this end or what? Hillsboro shot horrible on this basket to our left in the first half. They got hot when they go the other way. Southeast of Saline now having trouble on this end of the floor, scoring.
Oh.
And a big screen up top. Samuelson hits the deck. Hopefully she's okay. They dump it off down inside, and Talia Jost will take a power dribble and score. And a timeout called here by Hillsboro. We'll step away. We'll take it well. It's a full timeout. 3:31 left to go. Hillsboro with a big lead here at Hillsboro High on KINA.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
3:25 left to go here in this one. 39-22, Hillsboro with a big lead. Southeast still looking for their first points of the quarter. Little pick and pop that time between Pearson and Viala is deflected by Hillsboro and taken away. That's the 10th turnover of the second half for Southeast.
Yeah, and Devin, you're seeing a lot of mistakes from Southeast, but credit Hillsboro's defense. I mean, they are staying tenacious. They're making everything extremely difficult for Southeast.
There's a drive and a running shot that's put up no good, and a foul call that will send Hillsboro to the free throw line. It's Ella Patuchik once again. She will get a shot at 2 free throws. She has 11 as she steps to the stripe. Amaya Worth has 13 for Hillsboro.
And Devin,
free throw no good.
It's the pace of play that I'm impressed with as that first free throw's missed by Hillsboro. You know, we talked about how slow they were playing earlier. They'll lull you to sleep, but then they'll attack as well. And you just got to be on your toes. You got to be ready for everything as the second free throw goes in if you're Southeast Saline. Because we saw right there, just one pass, nice little screen, and Patusic goes to the hole.
40-22, we go inside. 3 minutes left to play in this game. Heinrich with it up top. She'll come back left now to Addison Rohr. Now to Samuelson. She'll stop at the free throw line after one dribble. And I don't think we've talked enough about Hillsboro's defense. They're pretty good defensively in their rotations and the way that they kind of have each other's back in there.
Yeah, they're extremely long, and you're seeing their length down low. Like, there's not an uncontested shot in the paint from any Southeast player. You know, we saw a couple early from Viales, and that all came from that 1-3-1 high-low offense. But since they've gone back to man-to-man defense, it's been tough sledding for Southeast.
Here's another hand check foul. This one called on Amaya Worth. It'll be her second foul.
Second personal foul, number 0.
Team foul number 3 on Hillsboro. Southeast of Saline has hit the limit on fouls here in the quarter. 40-22, 2:35 left to go. There's a ball all the way out near the timeline. Samuelson will run it down and bring it back to the offensive side. Heinrich with it. Started out right, now comes back left. Try to go inside to Viales, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and right there it looked like Heinrich wanted Viales to roll. Viales popped, and Heinrich just kind of got caught in no man's land, just kind of tossed the ball up. Unfortunate right there as we said. Now Samuelson on the other side called for the block. Unfortunately, the 5th on the freshman.
So Kaya Samuelson will foul out of the game. She will join teammate Reagan Duran as Kaya fouls out with 11 points in this game. Sarah Feldman back into the contest. Also for Hillsboro, Daisy Klein comes in.
And again, more credit to that Hillsboro defense. You know, we saw Samuelson with 11 in the first half and nothing in the second half. And you know that was Ratzlaff's Coach Ratzlaff's, point of emphasis, you got to shut Samuelson down. They did a great job in the fourth quarter as the first free throws made by Worth.
Worth with the second free throw can make it a 20 spot. And that one rattles and falls in. 15 points now for Amaya Worth, just 2 off of her average. Here's Pearson, a long distance three, splashed it home. That's the first basket of the quarter for Southeast of Saline. Abba Pearson in this game, 6 points, all in the second half. 42-25. 1:52 left to play. Stick with us in postgame. We'll go over numbers also of Vernon Jewelers, gym of the game, and make the transition to the guys contest. That should be a good one coming up, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, excited to see how Southeast of the boys play. I mean, we saw them start to gel together, against Beloit, and the score doesn't look as happy as you wanted if you're a Southeast fan, but man, we saw some good things from them late against Beloit.
Hillsboro just melting down the clock here. A little pick and roll that ends up going up high on the feed over the shoulder to Talia Jost. And Jost puts the basket up and in. 8 points for her. 1:16 left to play. And Abba Pearson had the ball knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It will stay here with Southeast.
Unfortunately, if you're Southeast, you have to take a lot of risks defensively down low, and you just saw Hillsboro take advantage of it right there. Nice entry pass, Talia Jost, great finish.
Feldman set to inbounds. She'll go to Heinrich. Reese now plays it back to Feldman on the left-hand side. Feldman bounce pass inside to Annabelle Viales, and she is pushed in the back as that entry pass is coming in. Talia Jost will get the foul here. Still not quite to the limit for Hillsboro. That is team foul number 4. Eliana Smith into the game for Southeast of Saline. Heinrich with the inbound. Goes to Pearson, now to Feldman. Back to Heinrich. Reese ball fake to 3. She was covered up, couldn't let it fly. Now back over to Viales. Right-hand side to Feldman, back to Pearson, trying to go back-to-back. That one rims off, no good. And the rebound inside taken by Riley Rickert. 49 seconds left to play. 44-25. Hillsboro's going to snap their 3-game losing streak. As I said, 2 of those were to teams ranked in their respective classes by the KBCA. The other one was to Inman. And they will hit the break with a 3-3 record. And I'm sure the ultimate goal there for a Hillsboro team, it usually is get back to the state tournament, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. And this team has all the other workings to do it. We talked about their losing streak, and that happens to be a turnover from Feldman trying to get the ball into Smith. But it's teams like this, like we said, everyone's searching for their identity right now. You can look at these games, and of course you're super disappointed if you're Southeast right now. It's about finding that identity. It's the exact same thing that Hillsboro just did tonight. They did a great job. They stuck with their game plan. Their defense has been excellent tonight. They've really forced Southeast into some issues.
Hillsboro's just going to dribble it out. Southeast of Saline will let them, and that will be our final. Hillsboro is going to win it. They snap a 3-game losing streak, 44-25. Hillsboro is able to defend their home floor here as they even their record at 3-3. Southeast of Saline also with an even record at 2-2. Boy, the start here for Hillsboro was good. It was a slow start, but they still led 6-5 at the end of the first quarter. Southeast of Saline able to turn the tables a little bit, Tyler. There in the second quarter, they led by as much as 5 points after tying this game at 10. They led 15-10 at one point, led 17-15 at halftime. But boy, that third quarter belonged to Hillsboro as they were able to hit 3 3-pointers. They were also 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and they switch the table here on Southeast of Saline. They led by 9 points at the end of the third quarter, and that continued on into the fourth as Southeast of Saline just had trouble scoring. Just that one Pearson 3-pointer in the fourth. Pearson also had 3 points in the third quarter, 2 points for Sutton Douglas. That was the only scoring that Southeast of Saline had in the entire second half, as they only score 8 points in the third and fourth quarters. Your take on this one?
Well, yeah, and we talk about how this Southeast team is young, and there's so many. You're starting to learn. You're starting to get that mold. You're starting to figure out what you're going to do. Unfortunately, you're going to have nights like this, right? When you have 2 freshman guards playing, like they're learning. There's going to be nights we saw, like right there. Kaya had a great first half, and they absolutely locked her down, and they shut her out in the second half. Where's the scoring going to come from? It's difficult when you're relying on a freshman to give you that much scoring. It's got to come from some of the others. You got to see some of the upperclassmen really come in. But again, all credit to Hillsboro. They made this game sloppy in a good way early on, and they changed the pace, and they went fast in that third quarter, and they were able to change the pace again in the fourth quarter, going fast and slow whenever they had the basketball. But that defense from Hillsboro was exceptional tonight and made things really difficult for Southeast of Saline.
We will start post-game. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. 44-25. Hillsboro wins it over Southeast of Saline on the girls' side. We'll talk more about it when we come back. Post-game starts now. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Casasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio also does ceramic window tinting. How about a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids? I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unlock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Farmers, now is the time to start planning for spring. Phillips Seed is ready to help you choose the best seed genetics for your operation. From top-performing corn hybrids to high-yield soybean varieties and advanced seed treatments, we'll get your crops off to a strong start. Find us online at phillipsseed.com, on Facebook, or on X. Call us today at 785-949-2204. That's 785-949-2904. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Assyria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms in the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Assyria Oil and Hardware, located in Assyria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame, it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. After a Lady Trojan victory, it's Hillsboro, though, that beats Southeast of Saline 44-25. Let's go with final scoring numbers for you, brought to you by the Bank of Tuscan. Let's first hit Southeast of Saline. 11 points tonight by Kaya Samuelson. 6 points for Annabelle Viales. All those came in the second quarter. 6 points for Abigail Pearson. All those came in the second half. And 2 points for Sutton Douglas. For the Hillsboro Lady Trojans, they had much more spread out scoring. They were led by their leading scorer on the season, Amaya Worth. Averages 17. She had 15 tonight, but in her sidecar, she had Ella Patutsik, who had 12 points, 8 points also for Talia Jost, and 3 points all for Kingsley Ratzliff, Addison Jost, and Daisy Klein. Free throw shooting looked like this. Southeast of Saline with just one trip to the free throw line. It belonged to Abba Pearson. She went 1 of 2 from the stripe. Hillsboro as a team went 12 of 16. And really, free throws, kind of a story there, but more so the turnovers in the third quarter specifically by Southeast of Saline as they commit 7 turnovers. Hillsboro got hot from behind the three-point line. They hit 3 threes in that third quarter, and they just gradually pulled away. What was really overall time-wise a short game, Tyler, for this contest, and Hillsboro gets the victory 44-25. They moved to 3-3 on the season. Southeast of Saline at 2-2, and I think you and I can both agree on this, that these two teams are going to be postseason caliber teams in their respective classes. Hillsboro in 2A, Southeast of Saline in 3A. We're just getting started here now. Hillsboro 6 games in, Southeast of Saline just 4 games in to a 21-plus game season. So a lot of work left to do, but each team will take their own perspective out of this game and go into the long holiday break.
Yeah, extremely tough pill to swallow if you're a Southeast fan. I mean, this isn't the environment you want to come in and drop a game 41-25. And I mean, you never want to lose. You never want to lose in that, in that way. But with all due respect, just kind of outclassed tonight. I mean, you just saw a Hillsboro team that, came into the season ranked number 2 in 2A. Obviously, they've had their loss. They've had some struggles. But they just kind of showed that they could do things different ways. They could beat you defensively. We saw them slow the game down. We saw them speed it up. It's a game that if you're Coach Shauna Smith, you're going to look at and you're going to dissect it, and you're going to find some goods. You're going to find what you can do. And you're going to find a lot of things you can't do. And it's all about going forward. We talked about finding your identity. It's about getting that mold, figuring out what you can and can't do. It's as cliche as any coach will ever make it, but any loss that doesn't end your season. As long as you learn from it, it's a good loss. The unfortunate thing, you got to wait 13 more days until you're back on the floor, but you take the good with the bad and you see if you can get better from this.
When you look at the overall picture of it, too, I think it's one of those things that with the young team, you have to endure nights like this, too, because they're going to hit the gym on any given varsity night, and they're going to see things that they haven't seen before. Yeah. And they're going to have things go their way or against them that they've never had that happen before. That's just how it is. And it's weird for me to say that because of how much basketball these kids play by the time they get to this level. But this is also in a very controlled environment with a lot of film study. People have tape on you. They get all week now to kind of prepare for you and see what your tendencies are. You're not just rolling into an AAU or an MAYB gym and throwing the basketball out.
No, you're exactly right. And you have a grown young adult women now guarding you. I mean, that understand game plans, they're going to do it. I mean, Kaya Samuelson will now she will be the person that's highlighted, when we roll the ball out against Republic County. Everybody in the league will know who she is, and there's going to be an emphasis taking her away. There's going to be an emphasis taking away a Reese Heinrich and the things that she can do. We saw Abigail Pearson do this as a freshman, kind of, get off to an early, fast start, and then all of a sudden defense started to slow her down. So it's all of a sudden, how do you change your game? How do you get the others involved? I guarantee you we're not going to see a lot of 1-3-1 zones anymore because they know that the high-low game can hit them really quick from Douglas to Vialis, and Vialis is really good down low. So you just kind of got to alter your game and find your strengths. And then you also have to find your weaknesses and make those less weak, moving forward if you're a young player.
Presenting sponsor of tonight's doubleheader of Southeast of Saline Basketball, Tri-Valley Seed and Service. They are the experts at placing the right product on the right acre. Pioneer, it's what's next happens here. That's at Tri-Valley Seed and Service. Contact Justin and Blake just outside of Gypsum. Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. Let's go with Kaya Samuelson. She got off to a hot start. All 11 of her points were in the first half, and she was the leading scorer of this Southeast of Saline team, the only Lady Trojan for Southeast in double digits as she continues to score above her average. She averaged 9 coming into this game. She scores 11 tonight. Just not a lot of scoring, though, for the Southeast of Saline team, who takes a loss 44-25. Vernon Jewelers, they're there for the last-minute shoppers like, me and Tyler. They are open every day, including tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Christmas Eve until 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve. You can go into Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. They have gifts starting at under $100, or if you want to put a comma in there and spend a little extra, you can do that as well. They're Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, 140 years in business. They're not old. They're just really good at what they do. 44-25, our final score. That'll wrap it up for the Commercial Tire Center's postgame report. For Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan Basketball, Kaya Samuelson, our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. We're about 11 and a half minutes away from starters of the boys contest. Take a break, come back, talk about that game when we come back here on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation as the hardest working balers in the business to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
We've all dreamt of being able to remove some of our localized excess fat, but now we can also move it to other parts of our body. Imagine being able to take some of your excess arm or thigh fat and use it to enhance the size and shape of your breast, or removing that little belly pouch and using it to give your face its natural volume and contour back. At Salina Medical Aesthetics, the possibilities are truly endless. Is Beautiful right for you? Contact Salina Medical Aesthetics for a free consultation with one of our certified physicians. SalinaMedAesthetics.org.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9 in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Running out of time for laundry? Let Laundry Technicians of Salina help you. Our premier wash and fold service offers convenient same-day or 24-hour turnaround options. Simply drop off your laundry and pick it up fresh and folded, giving you more time for what really matters. Whether you're back from a trip, swamped at work, or caught off guard by an unexpected event, we've got your laundry covered. Visit Stella at Laundry Technicians in Craft Manor today and experience how we simplify your life one load at a time.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Hillsboro High School in the transition between the guys and the girls game. Glad you could join us. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, also Trey Tolley providing that live stream video on SalinaPost.com. That's free of charge tonight. The presenting sponsor of tonight's games, Tri-Valley Seed and Service. The Southeast of Saline Booster Club helps bring you live coverage to showcase exceptional student activities and build that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Also, Southeast of Saline Basketball brought to you by the Southeast of Saline Education Foundation. Kelly Kitchener, he's your local shelter insurance agent in Salina. Salina Pain Clinic and Salina Medical Aesthetics. The Appliance Center, as well as Frisbee Construction. Looking ahead to this guys' game, should be a good doubleheader. We talked about it, two very athletic teams going at it. Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. Of course, Southeast coming in off of an 81-68 loss at home against the state-ranked Beloit Trojans. It was a game where Owen Bailey scored 21 points, 18 points for Gannon Jacobson, 13 for Tiernan Potachik, and 12 for Sam Knopf. Also 4 points for Caden Perry and 2 points for Isaiah Kerr. Beloit, though, just too much, especially at the free throw line. They were able to outscore Southeast of Saline by 10 at the stripe. Beloit 21 of 32 from the free throw line. Southeast of Saline went 11 of 16 in winning 81-68. Beloit got their first win of the season last Friday. They moved to 1-2. Southeast of Saline now at 0-3. And they will take on a Hillsboro team tonight that went 13-9 last season, but they have 7 seniors back on this team here for second-year head coach Kyle Croker. They're off to a 3-2 start. They have defeated Lyons and Inman as well as Halstead. They lost to Sterling and Moundridge. The last game Tuesday against Halstead was a win for the Hillsboro Trojans, 77-66. When we come back here on Countdown to Tip-Off, it's brought to you by L&L Advisors, and it doesn't matter if open enrollment time ended back on December 7th, there is still time to call and visit. With L&L Advisors, you got a new year coming up, maybe how you should end 2024 here, some last-second adjustments or things you should look forward to in 2025 as far as Medicare or just simple, smart investing in insurance. The experts that care and that you know are local. 2 locations in Salina, one by Salina Stadium just off Crawford on Roach, one in Salina Central Mall by Joann's Fabrics, and the other one in downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, L&L Advisors, a proud supporter of area student athletes. Countdown to tip-off rolls on. We're about 5 minutes and 40 seconds away from starters here of the guys contest. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Trojan Athletics right here on KINA.
It's time for A Minute with Mitch as we take a moment to discuss football with a play-by-play voice of the Kansas City Chiefs. It's presented by Hy-Vee, the proud official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
This stretch the Chiefs are on is brutal. Maybe the most challenging regular season stretch in team history. 3 games in 10 days, 2 on the road, counting last Sunday's game at Cleveland. But there's a bigger issue here. The Chiefs are not alone in 2024. The NFL scheduled 10 teams to play 3 games in a 10-day span. Chiefs defensive lineman Chris Jones addressed it a couple weeks ago from a player's perspective. It's impossible to recover properly for any NFL player in such a short time span. I look for an additional bye week to be added in future schedules. And with an 18th regular season game looming, more international games, and especially with more streaming partners added in the future, the NFL schedule could soon stretch from Labor Day to the end of February. On this Minute with Mitch.
Make your next tailgate tail great. Go Chiefs! With help from Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs. This football season, find all of your tailgating needs at your local Hy-Vee. From chips and beer to the freshest meat and seafood in town. The culinary pros at Hy-Vee take all of the guesswork out with pre-made dips, snacks, and more. And don't forget to stop by the bakery for a wide assortment of sweet treats. Tailgating has never been easier with help from your local Hy-Vee.
It's the holiday season, and that means holiday gifts for you from Salina Medical Aesthetics. Now through the end of the year, purchase a gift card of $100 or more and receive a free bonus gift. You can also purchase a skincare box at special holiday pricing. The holidays are about giving, but we know you deserve it too. Treat yourself and those you love with the best in skincare products and gift cards from Salina Medical Aesthetics. See more online with SME on social media and salinamedesthetics.org.
Winston will throw, pressured from the right. Winston holding the ball, looking downfield, firing for the end zone. The pass is going to be intercepted on the far side. Trent McDuffie gets his first National Football League interception.
Saturday, the 13-1 Kansas City Chiefs welcome the 9-5 Houston Texans to GEHA Field at Arrowhead. Pre-game at 11 a.m. here on your home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
Chiefs football Saturday right here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan Basketball is on the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
After dropping a game against Beloit on Friday at home, Southeast of Saline has had about a week off. It's a special Thursday night game of Trojan basketball as Southeast of Saline hits the road to take on the Hillsboro Trojans for their 4th and final game before the holiday break. Hi, and welcome back into Hillsboro High School. My name's Devin Haney, along with Tyler Smith and Trey Tolley. We will bring you Southeast of Saline basketball here from Hillsboro. Chris Cadle is producing and engineering. 81-68 was the final score for Southeast of Salina against Beloit on Friday. Southeast of Salina took a brief lead early on in the fourth quarter. In this game, they led by 1 point after trailing by as much as 6 points in this game, but then it was all Beloit. They went on a 15-0 run and took the hopes of the first win away for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Now Southeast of Saline focuses their attention on a Hillsboro team. Under second-year head coach Kyle Croker, they were off to a 3-2 start. They lost to Sterling and Mountain Ridge, but they have defeated Lyons, Inman, and their last win on Tuesday of this week came at Halstead, where they scored 77 points and won 77-66. And this is a game that features for Hillsboro a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of seniors, and a lot of familiar names that we will talk about here as pregame and the broadcast continues on. We'll see if Francis Flax has his guys ready to go to take on this senior-laden team. 7 seniors on this Hillsboro team as they come in here and try to defend their home court. The last game before the holiday break for both schools, and they will try to cruise on into the holidays, Christmas and New Year's on a positive note and some positive momentum before they take the break. We'll take one last break here. When we come back, we'll have starters for you. And the tip of this one, it's the Trojan War, the other version of it, Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. When we come back here on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Just about ready for the start of this one for Southeast of Saline under the direction of Francis Flax. It'll be Gannon Jacobson, Owen Bailey, Sam Knopf, Grady Gebhardt, and Caden Perry. For the Hillsboro Trojans, they will go Seth Driggers, Lincoln Wickert, Nash Dickinson, Easton Shahan, and Noah Beavers. Those are your starting lineups for Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. Hillsboro comes out. They are wearing the home white jerseys trimmed in maroon, a little bit of gold on them bad boys. Southeast of Saline in their road of purples trimmed in white and black. Tyler, your New Image Audio keys to success tonight for Southeast of Saline to get that first win.
Well, Devin, I think it starts defensively with Southeast Saline. We've seen them give up a lot of points, and you're going to see a Hillsboro team that wants to get the ball down low. How do you handle them down low? You see the first bucket right there to Beavers. How do you handle Beavers and Shahan? The 6'4" post players from Hillsboro are going to be a lot to handle for Southeast of Saline.
Jacobson has it on the left-hand side. He wants to drive, gets into the paint, kicks it out for a shot that angled off to the left. That came out of the hand of Sam Knopf. Here comes Southeast of Saline now retreating back on defense. Hillsboro on the attack. Again, this is a Hillsboro team. They have 7 seniors on their roster, and they scored 77 points in their game on Tuesday. Here's another shot up and good. Lincoln Wickert, a three-pointer, and Hillsboro's off to a quick 5-0 lead.
Yeah, you're seeing them just move the ball so fast. They moved it around the perimeter. It went down low, came back out. Just a wide-open shot for Wickert as he drains it from the wing.
There's teams that you just see kind of go out on the floor and you say, that's a basketball team, and I think that's Hillsboro. Man, you look at them. They look like they have all the pieces, right, as Jacobson gets his first basket in a reverse layup.
No, Devin, you're exactly right. I mean, because they have the big post players, where those post players can extend you out, along the perimeter as well. You've got to guard 30 feet out if you're Southeast Saline. This team can beat you from so many different ways.
Hillsboro off to a 5-0 start. They're going to try another three-pointer here. That one off the heel, no good, but they keep their own offensive rebound. Noah Beavers gets the rebound for Hillsboro. Now a driving reverse layup. Lincoln Wickert again as he scores a 3 and a 2. Hillsboro leading 7-2.
Yeah, great finish from Wickert right there. He kind of uses the rim to protect himself, goes up and underneath the rim. Fantastic finish.
7-2. Southeast of Saline trailing with the basketball. Caden Perry had it slip through his hands. He's going to be able to keep it, though. Wanted to go back door to Grady Gebhardt, and Grady did not continue on that cut. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hillsboro, and we'll stay here with Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, it looked like Gebhardt and Perry just not on the same page right there. I like Perry's idea right there. He saw that Gebhardt came out. Hillsboro, again, overly aggressive man-to-man defense. We saw that in the girls' game a lot. Just the back door wasn't there because Gebhardt wasn't ready.
Here's a shot, left-hand side by Jacobson. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Perry. He's going to save it out to Gebhardt. Back over to Jacobson. He's going to square up, top of the circle. Now dump it off left to Owen Bailey. Bailey over 20 points against Beloit. Him and Jacobson scoring. They were fantastic, but like you said, Tyler, you give up 81, you're probably not going to win. There's a spin move. Perry throws one up at the basket. That's a messy shot, and it's going to come off the glass. No good. Beavers with the rebound.
Yeah, it's a tough shot from Perry. I was really impressed with Perry against Beloit. Like, defensively, he draws the short straw. He has to bang down low with the bigs at only 5'11", but he does such a good job. Offensively, that's not really his game. You see Knopf called for the foul down low. Great finish from Driggers down low.
Driggers' little pump fake, hesitation, and then went up to score, got the basket, and he was fouled by Sam Knopf. He'll go to the free throw line and try to complete that three-point play. First foul of the game belongs to Southeast of Saline. Free throw crawls off, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Southeast of Saline blocking out.
That's exactly what Caden Perry can do, and I didn't see a thing wrong with what Caden Perry did do. Caden Perry just had great position and just continued to establish that position as the Hillsboro offensive rebounder went up. Perry's called for the foul.
Francis Flax has a lot of questions about that. You can see as he has the conversation with the official that made the call, so it's going to stay here with Hillsboro. That was just peculiar. A drive and a shot that is up and good, and Lincoln Wickert is off to a running start. He has a 3 now and 2 twos, has 7 points. It's a 9-point Hillsboro lead.
Yeah, Wickert got that ball in the wing and just turned the corner. One dribble, just a really strong finish from Wickert.
Southeast trying to find some creases in this Hillsboro defense. Jacobson wants to drive, gets bumped, it doesn't matter. Gannon all the way to the rim, and he'll score. 4 points for Gannon Jacobson.
Yeah, and just found a gap. There was no gap, help from either side from Hillsboro, and Gannon did a good job just putting his back to the basket. All of a sudden made that nice spin move, and it's a great finish from Gannon.
Skip pass over the top of everybody, ends up with Seth Driggers over in the corner. Now back up top to Wickert. Wickert wants to drive on Gebhardt. Leaning left-hander, runs at the window. That won't go. Rebound, though, offensively stays with Hillsboro. They make Southeast pay.
Shahan right there, the offensive rebound goes to Hillsboro, just kicks out to Shahan. Shahan didn't have any time to catch, and he just caught the ball, immediately fires. It's a great three-point shot from Shahan.
Here's Owen Bailey, his first shot of the game. There's a drive on the right-hand side. It goes off the front of the rim, back the other way. Now Hillsboro in transition. There's a shot that bounced 3 times off the rim. They're going to call the foul down low. Is this Perry or Jacobson up high? I think it's Perry probably down low. Nope, I am wrong, of course. Jacobson got it as he came soaring by.
Well, and Devin, I saw the backboard shaking quite a bit. I didn't know if it was Dickinson that went up for the layup that shook the backboard, if it was Jacobson. If it's Jacobson, that could be called a goaltending. You could award the basket and then just give the free throw. But right there, the backboard is shaking quite a bit. Either way, first free throw goes in, first foul on Jacobson.
And they've kind of changed that a little bit this year. It's more of a judgment call now for the officials. So I don't know if, before it was kind of, definitely you got to call that. But now, I mean, it's got to have a direct effect in the official's opinion of the ball not going in the cup. It's kind of weird how they changed that.
Well, it's a good thing they
left it
changed
more obscure.
Changed it now since we're not playing, because I think you and I were banging a lot of backboards in the day. So
with my shots.
Now we didn't have to worry about that.
16-4. It's a 12-point lead here for Hillsboro. Jacobson has the basketball left wing. Kane Sawyers into the game. Also into the contest for Southeast, it's Tiernan Potacek. Sawyers plays it to Knopf. Now back to Owen Bailey. 3:23 left to go, first quarter. Potacek has it between the circles. Now to Knopf, he goes right-hand side to Bailey. Bailey takes a big step to his left and a shot that is up and good from 18. Owen Bailey gets his first basket.
Yeah, really tough shot right there. Contested, good defense from Hillsboro, but Bailey just drains it from 18.
16-6, Southeast of Saline, down by 10. Here's a shot that looked like it slipped out of the hands of Noah Beavers, but still got enough of the glass that it went in.
Okay, watching Beavers warm up, like the shot does come out a little bit quicker than most. Like it doesn't have a natural just release, but Beavers, he knows what his shot is. He finishes, he's coming off the court now, he's getting subbed out, but he's fired up.
The first turnover of the game on Southeast of Saline as they trail 18-6, and it's a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. We'll take it as well. 2:48 left to go here in the opening quarter. Hillsboro leads it by a dozen on KINA.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Quick 30-second timeout there by head coach Francis Flax. 18-6 is our score. 2:43 left to go here in the opening quarter. Hillsboro out in front of this one. There's a little backdoor cut now. Driggers gets in the middle of the paint. Tried to play it out. It's going to be taken away by Owen Bailey. Each team now has a turnover. Potacek with it, left-handed bounce to Jacobson, who was trailing by just a moment. Now to Bailey, open three, long distance off the back of the heel. That's no good. Driggers had the rebound. Knopf takes it away from him. Back to Bailey. Owen down the Broadway, off the window, and good. Owen Bailey has 4. He, along with Jacobson, carrying the scoring here early on for SES. Here's Wickert, throws up a wild one, knocked to the ground. Bailey with the rebound. 2 minutes left to play. Up the floor, Jacobson. Jacobson, crossover, gets hand checked to the left-hand side. Now he plays it out. Potacek for 3. That one won't go down. Sawyers had a chance at a rebound, but he was blocked out nicely down low by Andrews Weisbeck.
And this is going back and forth. I mean, this is not how you want things to go for Southeast. Southeast, you want to slow things down. You want to make sure you have time on your possessions, make sure you play strong defense. But Hillsboro's right. They're going to go up and down. Did you see right there? Strong defense from Jacobson forces the turnover on Hillsboro. Right there was Easton Shahan. Just kind of got caught with steps out there because you saw Jacobson establish that position. Shahan had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I asked Coach Flax in our pregame interview, halftime of the girls' contest, when we had a chance to visit. I'm fully aware rebounding is 1A and 1B right now for Southeast of Saline, but I asked him what else he wanted to see, and he just wanted his guys to buckle down on defense. He knew there was going to be times where they'd have breakdowns, but he wanted to see him play hard and really give that effort on the defensive end. Kerr has it on the left-hand side. He's going to travel and give it back to Hillsboro. Second turnover now for Southeast of Saline. That evens the turnover count at 2.
Yeah, and Kerr right there just catches the ball in the wing. Kind of just immediately, just both feet just went in action. Again, it's one of those moments where we see the body move faster than the brain. and just the quick turnover on Southeast of Saline.
Hillsboro had a 12-point lead. Right now it's 10, and now it goes back to 12. A big spin move down low to the block by Easton Shahan.
One of the most impressive thing about that move, it started 15 feet away from the basket. He ends up with a 2-foot shot. It's a really nice move from Shahan.
Shahan averages 15 points a game. He's not the leading scorer on this team. That's Lincoln Wickert with 16 points a game. Here's a takeaway now by Hillsboro on defense. Third turnover for Southeast of Saline. Under a minute left to go here, opening quarter. Wickert gets to the left-hand elbow. Now he's stuck. Potocik shut him off there. Ball comes back out now, 5 feet beyond the line. They're going to dump it off left-hand side. Shahan with a three. That side-winding shot won't go down. Rebound taken in by Sawyers. 30 seconds left to go. Kerr across the stripe. He'll go back to the middle of the floor now. Go to Owen Bailey. Bailey inside to Jacobson. Jacobson trying to split a triple team. His shot up off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound taken in by Weisbeck. They'll get it in the hands quickly to Lincoln Wickert. 7 points in the quarter for Wickert. Clock down to 9. To Driggers in the corner. Driggers wants to drive. Underneath the basket, now he plays it out. Shahan for three. Got it. And that is the end of the first quarter. Hillsboro with a statement here as they score 23 points in the opening quarter. They lead Southeast of Saline 23-8 at the end of one. Back with second quarter action after this. Southeast of Saline basketball on SalinaPost.com with live stream video. Brought to you by Tri-Valley Seed and Service.
Farmers, now is the time to start planning for spring. Phillips Seed is ready to help you choose the best seed genetics for your operation. From top-performing corn hybrids to high-yield soybean varieties and advanced seed treatments, we'll get your crops off to a strong start. Find us online at phillipsseed.com, on Facebook, or on X. Call us today at 785-949-2204. That's 785-949-2904. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back to action here in Hillsboro. Jacobson makes it to the lane. He's bothered defensively, missed a shot, but got his own rebound. He's going to go back up now. That one got deflected. Jacobson keeps it now. Potocik on a runner, and he's going to have an and-one opportunity. Tiernan Potocik got the runner on the left-hand baseline. We saw him hit one of those against Beloit. This time he is fouled, and he's going to get to go to the free throw line here.
Yeah, really crafty from Potocik. Just goes to that pump fake on the baseline, takes that one dribble in, draws the defender out, absorbs so much contact. It's a great finish from Potocik.
Tiernan's free throw, rolling off, no good. (23-10). Hillsboro now has it back down along their baseline. Wild shot is up, and they're going to rule that off of Southeast of Saline, and out of bounds it will stay here with Hillsboro. That last foul by Hillsboro on the way was on Noah Beavers. That's just his first and the team's first in the half. Here's a steal. Jacobson as he goes down the right-hand side and scores. Third turnover for Hillsboro. Gannon Jacobson coast in for the layup on the right-hand side.
Yeah, just a fantastic job from Jacobson, just getting the steal, taking the ball all the way, just taking the easy layup. You know, we talk about this, these guys that can dunk. You don't want them to always going for the dunks. You see right there the 1-3-1 zone. Potocik caught down low on the block. Good job from Driggers, nice catch. A lot of contact from Potocik. Driggers to the free throw line for two.
Tiernan Potocik will get his first foul of the basketball game. It'll send Seth Driggers to the free throw line for 2 free throw attempts. 23-12 our score. First free throw is on its way, and it is good. Haven't had a chance to check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. I think we might be the only game in the world tonight, other than Broncos-Chargers playing in the NFL. Second free throw missed. Jacobson grabs the rebound. He'll spin, take it out. Owen Bailey now on the left-hand side as Southeast makes it up the floor quickly. Potocik with it. Couple ball fakes now. He's stuck with us. Dribbling, needs help. There's Jacobson there to help him out. He gets the ball. Spin move. Three-pointer on the way. Gannon Jacobson unleashes the cannon from long range.
And how about Jacobson's awareness right now? Knowing the defender flew by him, there wasn't going to be, that help side was going to be late. I love that from Jacobson, knowing that he had an open 20-footer. It's a fantastic finish from Gannon.
Back within single digits now. It's 9, but a long pass that finds Nash Dickinson down low. And Nash will score his first field goal. That with 2 free throws gives him 4. 26-15, 6:19 left to go here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline working it on offense. Jacobson with it. Behind the line now. Dancing with the dribble. He wants to get to the lane, gets knocked in the head. His layup's going to come off, no good, and Gannon Jacobson will go to the free throw line.
And right there, it was just Shahan that was one-on-one, and you never saw a Hillsboro defender come over to help out, and Jacobson just continued to take the ball to the rim. Shahan just gets him on the head. That's where you've got to have help if you're Hillsboro.
Shahan's first foul. That's just the Hillsboro second team foul of the half. 6:07 left to go here, second quarter. Gannon Jacobson to the free throw line. First free throw is on its way, and it rims off, no good. Jacobson getting recognition, much deserved, across the state of Kansas for his performance in the fall, not only as an all-state champion quarterback, but also as a defensive back.
His letter jacket will not have room for all the accolades that he's deservingly received this season.
He should put on some weight so he can get a bigger jacket and have more space.
He's going to need another one next year.
26-16, Gannon goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Underneath now, they go again, and boy, Nash Dickinson has been the recipient of taking this Southeast of Saline defense apart as he is hitting all the right seams, and better yet, his guards are finding him from 30 feet away. Back to a 12-point Hillsboro lead. Knopf eyeball to 3, and it's going to be a foul on Hillsboro. Trying to fight through the screen of Tiernan Potocik that time. Hillsboro with a little too aggressive. Nash Dickinson will collect his first foul. Team foul number 3 on Hillsboro. They lead it by 12.
And Dickinson's looking at the officials like, what's going on? We've seen him catch the ball and go up for layups in that short corner, breaking that 1-3-1. He's taken a lot of contact, and right there, he runs through a screen and gets called for a foul. He's asking, where's the foul on the other guys?
Tiernan Potocik sets it inbounds, throws a ball fake, now gets it in the middle of the floor to Gannon Jacobson. Jacobson wants Grady Gebhardt to come up and reset things. They'll play it off left-hand side to Knopf. Down low, Jacobson, alley-oop layup. Knopf on the feed, Jacobson with another 2.
And again, it's the awareness from Jacobson. If he comes down with that pass, it's going to allow time for the defender to come with that baseline help. He just immediately catches the ball, finishes with the left hand. Great court awareness from Gannon.
Southeast still working on this defense here. Now a 3-pointer forced up by Hillsboro on the outside. That's no good. Rebound taken in by Knopf, weak side. Gebhardt nearly traveled with it, was able to get it to Knopf right in time. Perry dribbling inside the lane. Now Gannon Jacobson will take over. 5 minutes left to play here, second quarter. It's a 10-point Hillsboro lead. Jacobson crosses over, big hop. Kicks it out to Knopf for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Potocik, though, gets it. Feeds Perry down low. Perry slams on the brakes, and it's going to be played back out. Potocik ends up with it. Tiernan driving all the way underneath the basket, out to Jacobson. Long 3, splashes home. Gannon Jacobson filling it up here in the second quarter. It's a 7-point game.
15 for Jacobson right now. He's going to need help, obviously, from others, but he's single-handedly keeping Southeast within punchy distance.
His help is Owen Bailey, and he's been sitting at the scores table for about the last 3 minutes. Here's a 3 from Hillsboro as Nash Dickinson answers. He has 7 here in the second.
Yeah, Dickinson doing it from the inside and the outside right there. He says, you're not going to run a 1-3-1 zone. I'll pop out into 20-footer in your face.
4:10 left to go. These two teams going back and forth. Right now, Hillsboro living on the lead that they built early on in this game. They're up by 10. 4 minutes left to go, halfway through the second period. Here's Potocik. Comes from the right corner, now back out. Goes through Gebhardt, Perry, now Knopf. Back over to Jacobson along the baseline. Quick move. Jacobson nearly stumbles out of bounds. Plays it back up top. Potocik with it. He'll fire a long 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound bounces down into the hands of Noah Beavers. Hillsboro walking it up the floor. 3:39 left to go here before halftime. Here's a deflection up high. Jacobson nearly took it away. Hillsboro will keep it. They'll kick it out to Seth Driggers. Now down low. They'll feed it to Noah Beavers. It works back out now. Jacobson nearly getting a steal, but also avoiding a foul at the same time, if that makes sense. Here's a shot put up. That is good by Nash Dickinson. How smooth is he?
Yeah, that's extremely smooth, and that's that 15-footer from the baseline. That's probably the most difficult shot in basketball. You see kids all the time. I don't want to call these kids. You see these players, they practice their threes, they practice their layups. It's that mid-range jumper that's so difficult to work on, and he just drained that nice fluid shot from Dickinson.
Dickinson scored the last 5 now here in this game. 33-21. Here's an open Knopf. That three-pointer rims off, no good.
And that's a shot we've seen Knopf hit a lot of times this year, and that's got to start falling if Southeast is going to claw their way back into this game.
2:35 left to go, 33-21. Here's another three by Hillsboro. Off the rim, no good. Rebound down low. Potachik was doing his best to box out, but Noah Beavers all over the backside, grabs the rebound and puts it back in.
And great position for Potachik, but just the 6'4" Beavers just climbed over him.
Jacobson for 3, count it. His third 3 in this quarter. And he brings Southeast of Saline back to within 11. The big lead for Hillsboro was at 14.
Devin Bailey's still sitting there. It's been so long since we've had a dead ball. Owen Bailey might sit there the rest of the half.
Almost the entire second quarter, he's been in front of us at the scorers table. Here's a left-handed shot up and good by Noah Beavers on the left side of the basket. 1:53 left to play. Here in the second quarter, 37-24. Hillsboro leading, Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Perry has it, now to Potachik. Talk about a good conditioning drill. This is it, right?
Yes.
Knopf made his way to the right elbow, now plays it back out to Tiernan Potachik. There's a ball that's nearly taken away. Jacobson, though, behind his back. Now goes to Potachik, out to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Potachik in the corner. Here's a pass through the defense to Knopf. Three-pointer off the right-hand side of the rim, no good. Hillsboro with the board.
And again, it's just Beavers just climbing over Southeast Trojans. I mean, just a great rebound from the big Beavers.
1:09 left to go. Here is a pass that's deflected. Gannon Jacobson at the point of this trapping defense is getting his finger on a lot of basketballs. Just can't reel them all in. But boy, he's doing his best to be disruptive. Here's Jacobson. Step back, had a three-pointer in his eyes. Now he's going to play it back around, ends up with Gebhardt. We're inside of a minute left to go. A host of Southeast Trojans still sitting at the scorer's table. Here's a drive by Jacobson. He is fouled, and that will finally give us a break in the action with 43 seconds left to go.
And Beavers doesn't know if the foul's on him. It looks like the ball was kind of they are going to call it on. They're not going to call it Beavers. They're going to call it on
Anders Weisbeck.
But I think right there, everybody was tired. The officials like, we're blowing the whistle. First time we can. I mean, everybody just deserves a blow right now.
Jacobson to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. What a quarter by Gannon Jacobson. He has 15 points in this quarter alone, 19 for the half. Still a free throw here left on the shelf that he has yet to take. 43.3 seconds left here in the second period. Free throw is up and good. Give him a 20 spot. 40 seconds left to play. 37-26. If you're Southeast, boy, you'd sure like to get this down a little bit closer before you hit the locker room. See what Hillsboro's intentions are here. They might want to play it for the last shot. They nearly lost it out of bounds. Here's a loose ball now. Seth Driggers picks it up. It's going to end up in a skip. Coming back over here left-hand side to Dickinson. Clock down to 19. Skip pass back over. Weichert's going to drive past a Southeast defender and score easily. Lincoln Wickert, his first basket of the quarter. He has 9.
Yeah, the rotation was just slow from Sawyers getting over. You saw Bailey shoot out there. Sawyers, got to slide over a little bit quicker. Make sure that pass doesn't happen.
Bailey trying to drive into traffic and dump it off to Kane Sawyers down low. The ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Southeast will inbound it with 1.3 seconds on the clock. Gebhardt will get it in for a catch and shoot. And he will not. It's kicked by Hillsboro, and that brings us to the half. Southeast of Saline made a couple of surges there, but unable to bring it to within single digits before we hit the break here at halftime. The Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report is here. Hillsboro leading at 39-26. When we come back, we'll have numbers from the first half. We'll also have a visit with Southeast of Saline girls head coach Shauna Smith. It's all coming up when we come back. Hillsboro leading Southeast of Saline at the break, 39-26, right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and-soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Hillsboro High School, Devin Haney at the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Halftime of the boys game, Hillsboro leading 39-26. And our time now to catch up with Shauna Smith, talk Lady Trojan basketball from southeast of Saline. And boy, I think from the outside looking in, this game might have been a little misleading from people just kind of walking in here. They would have saw that Hillsboro was 2-3 and had a 3-game losing streak. But when you dig in closer to that, their schedule's been a lot like yours so far this year. And that's just playing a lot of ranked opponents, a lot of upper-tier competition. We knew they would be good, and this would be a challenge for you here, your last game of 2024. What were your thoughts on this one, a 44-25 win for Hillsboro?
Well, you got to put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's just kind of what the game came down to, that we didn't execute on offense. I mean, I'm not sure. Even the first half, the score, I think, was 19-17, 17-19, or somewhere around there at halftime. We were up by 2 at halftime, but there was a lot of things we didn't go either, our way the first half, and the second half definitely not at all. But at some point he's got to score, and we couldn't score.
Yeah, it really was kind of a game about shooting percentages, right? I mean, first half when you guys were able to come back and take a lead, you had a 5-point lead at one time, as you said, led by 2 at halftime. On their offensive end, they were not able to hit any shots. Well, we knew that would be a limited time. They started hitting those shots in the second half. Then you got the basket with the lid on it in the second half. And just offensively, it was tough for you. And this game reminded me the way that it was called and that you were allowed to play physically a little bit of the Abilene game. There's a lot of hand checking. There was a lot of physical play. And were you surprised after going through the Abilene game that your girls didn't respond a little bit better to that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were kind of watching, but I guess I didn't notice it as quite as much from being up here. Because I guess I figure like the kids that we have out there should be able to respond to that. So I didn't really see that was, should have been a big problem, but obviously it was for us. But I just felt like we were stagnant tonight for 32 minutes. The ball never moved. A couple times it actually did move. We got some good things, and that was only in the first half.
Yeah, you're high-low. You're able to connect on that. It seemed like 3 consecutive times in the second quarter. It was Sutton Douglas looking down low to Annabelle Viala. She got 6 points there in the quarter, but it's kind of like it's a young team, right? And it felt like at times, and you can call me wrong if you see something else, but if that first look isn't there and the something that you're going for in that look isn't there, still trying to force that pass instead of working through the offense, maybe reversing the basketball and moving on to something else.
Yeah, tonight we never got it from side to side, kind of. And they got up and pressured the ball a ton more. And then we're used to last Friday night, and that's what we kind of told them, you have to do some things extra, and we didn't. We just kind of let them, like we told them to also, they've guarded us from outside in. And Blake guarded from the inside out, and that's why we had all those open threes and things that weren't easy tonight, and we didn't respond to that.
4 games here before break, 3 of those against teams that were ranked. You move out of this 2-2. If I told you this going into the season in these 4 games, are you okay with that? I don't want to say happy. I don't want to say satisfied because I know you're not that. But are you okay at 2-2 right now? And is this something that you can use kind of during this break? Next game was going to come up quick now on the 3rd of January. So the time during break can't be wasted, the little time that you do have in the gym, right?
Right. Like tonight's kind of because I guess I'm disappointed, 22 total points. I mean, 25 I guess it was, ended up being. I'm just kind of disappointed in that just because we can score that in a half. not our total for a game. So that's kind of disappointing. So being 2-2, I'm kind of disappointed in that, just because we should be, we could easily be 3-1. Obviously they had some games that was going to be a tough game no matter when you play them again. So we're 2-2, and we got to keep moving forward. And like I always just keep saying is that we're young and we're going to keep getting better.
So I'm just curious on the rule changes and things like this from a coaching standpoint. It seemed like back when you were in high school or when I was in high school, we were in the gym every day during Christmas break except for maybe Christmas Day. And you were able to do that back then. What does your schedule look like now for the holidays and being able to have practice?
We'll come back to 27th. We're taking tomorrow off. There's a lot of kids that are sick right now.
Yeah.
So I think everybody just needs to get away. Like, I'm one of those people, I think it's good to get away and kind of recoup, get regrouped, whatever. Especially after like tonight. It's one of those things that you need to go regroup. So I'm okay with it. It kind of stinks when you go off of a loss like this because I feel like I'm not going to see the girls again now for, so many days. And so it's kind of hard to talk about it. You're just going to, this one you kind of forget about and you move on and come back on the 27th and, you're ready to go and you're already playing January 3rd. And then, like I said, then we have 16 straight. I mean, we just go. With only having 4 games before Christmas really is not good. Like, we wish we had this, another game or 2 before Christmas.
Was your high school coach that sits on your bench now, was he famous for those New Year's Day practices? Was that one thing that he would pull on you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, early too.
Yeah.
Like 8 o'clock.
I don't know. No, and we don't. This is the first year we're going to have it on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
We've never had one on New Year's Day, and that's just because we never played right away. But this year we're going to have to because of playing January 3rd.
It's going to be a wild January, that's for sure. We usually get 4, maybe even 5 games. 2 years ago, we had 5 games before the holiday break. This year, just 4. 6 games, I think we had 2 years ago. I want to say that. This year, 4. But it's going to be a wild January. Throw the Sterling tournament in there, too, of course. Enjoy your holiday. Merry Christmas to you. We will see you on the 3rd.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline ladies. They hit the break 2-2. 2025 will be fun to watch for Southeast of Saline's ladies. Tonight, 44-25, Hillsboro takes the victory here on their home floor. Halftime of the guys contest, we'll take a 60-second break. When we come back, numbers from the first half and third quarter action. Hillsboro leads it by 13 here on KINA.
Need more time in your day? Laundry Technicians of Salina is here to help, offering premier wash and fold services with same-day or 24-hour service options. It's as easy as dropping off and picking up, allowing you to attend all of life's events. Perfect for when you're back from vacation, short on time, or dealing with the unexpected. Let us handle your laundry needs and simplify your day, one load at a time. Locally owned and operated, visit Laundry Technicians in Craft Manor today.
Assyria Oil and Hardware encourages you to celebrate your freedoms and the best country on the planet. Stop in and check out the largest ammo supply in southern Saline County. Stock up now and be ready for next season. With 24/7 pumps, no matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Assyria Oil and Hardware, located in Assyria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
39-26 here at halftime, and we check the numbers from the first half, brought to you by the Bank of Teskid. It is showing Gannon Jacobson leading the way. Gannon had 20 points in the first half, 4 for Owen Bailey, 2 for Tiernan Patacic. For the Hillsboro Trojans, they have a more spread out, 11 for Nash Dickinson, 9 for Lincoln Wicker, 8 for Easton Shahan, 8 for Noah Beavers, and 3 for Seth Driggers. Southeast of Saline, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 for Hillsboro. Southeast of Saline with 4 turnovers and 3 turnovers for the Hillsboro Trojans. Southeast of Saline and Hillsboro ready to go here in the third quarter. Want to remind you that tonight's presenting sponsor for this doubleheader of Southeast of Saline and Hillsboro basketball is Tri-Valley Seed and Service. They're your local Pioneer brand seed representative. They're experts at placing the right product on the right acre. Pioneer, what's next happens here. See Justin and Blake at Tri-Valley Seed and Service. They're located just outside of Gypsum. 39-26 our score here at halftime. Get ready for third quarter action. Tyler, what does Southeast of Saline need to do better here in this third?
You got to somehow slow down Hillsboro, and that's going to be difficult to do. I mean, they've just been scoring from the inside, from the outside. We've seen a 1-3-1. We've seen man-to-man. Looks like right now we're in a little bit of man-to-man. You got to start stacking stops as we see a 3 right there just drilled by Weichert, but you got to stack stops and convert offensively if you're Southeast. You got to find other scorers other than Jacobson as well.
Second 3 of the game for Hillsboro's Lincoln Wickert As now Southeast of Saline puts a shot up. That misses. Hillsboro comes running back the other way. A 16-point advantage. And now Hillsboro is going to lose the basketball out of bounds. That's their 4th turnover. Hillsboro 16-point advantage, their biggest of the game.
And it's just the length from Hillsboro that's making everything extremely difficult. I mean, obviously, it makes it tough defensively. They're so well sound. They're long. We saw the leg ball deflected off Jacobson's leg. But then it's the offensive side, right? Their length. I mean, they can extend you outside. They can dump it down low. They're just making it really tough work for Southeast of Saline.
Here comes Hillsboro back the other way after Gannon Jacobson lost the ball. Now Grady Gebhardt's going to knock it off the leg of Easton Shahan out of bounds. It will stay here with the homestanding Trojans. 42-26 is their lead. 7:10 left to go. We're just underway, 3rd quarter. Things moving right along tonight. It's only 8:06.
Oh, at least there's one positive.
Yeah, we got started a little bit early, and that girls' game moved quickly, and we went through a whole quarter almost without a whistle in the guys' game. As we have an and-one opportunity here. Seth Driggers down low. Missed his first opportunity, and wouldn't you know it, you don't rebound, you give up a second chance, and you commit a foul. And that's what happened there with Southeast of Saline. Sam Knopf will collect his 2nd personal foul. He is the first one in this game with 2 fouls. Everybody else has 1 or none.
Yeah, the finish from Driggers was amazing right there. I mean, first of all, he did a fantastic job just keeping the basketball. He took a tough angle to the bucket, goes off the backboard. Nobody else is blocking him out. Gathers his own rebound. Strong finish from Driggers.
Jacobson, a little mini drive, dumps it out in the corner, going Bailey. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Rebound backside here, taken in by Nash Dickinson. Here comes Hillsboro, back the other way, working down the right-hand sideline. Wickert has it. Now facing up with Grady Gebhardt. He'll go left-hand side for a 3-pointer by Nash Dickinson.
And that stroke from Dickinson, it's a little different than what we've seen from most pure shooters, right? It's a quick release, and that hand comes back. But he is draining everything tonight.
He has 14, and it's a 22-point lead for Hillsboro. No points so far for Southeast here in this 3rd quarter. Jacobson down low. They kick it out. Owen Bailey. Gebhardt over to the right-hand side. Here's a big stop, or big hop through the lane. A shot put up by Bailey is bothered, maybe partially deflected, no good. Here comes Hillsboro off and running. Cross lane pass. Hillsboro can't handle it. It's going a little too fast that time. And a turnover for Hillsboro, their 2nd of the half.
Yeah, it's one of the rare times we've seen a ball anywhere near Shahan that he couldn't come down with. Just saw the ball just comes up a little fast, maybe deflected from Jacobson off of Shahan's hands and head, and hands again, goes to Southeast.
Bailey has the basketball, triple threat looking inside. Jacobson wants to go post. He's working one-on-one with some help. They're going to double team him, and now a foul called on the late help that came over from Noah Beavers. You knew the whole time Noah Beavers was going to come over on Jacobson. They were going to flash that double team. And really right now the problem for Southeast of Saline is there's nobody on that other side of the floor that Hillsboro has to worry about.
No, you're right, and that's why you can put both 6'4" guys on Jacobson right there. I love what Beavers did right there. Like, Beavers commits the foul, and he asks the officials to see the first free throw go in. Did they get him in the arm or was it the body? They had a nice conversation right there. You know, we talk about this quite a bit. I love it when officials are helping the players. They're helping make the game clean, and that was a great conversation right there between Beavers and the official just discussing why that foul was called.
Agreed. Kane Sawyers comes into the game. 2 free throws up and good by Gannon and Jacobson.
And we're seeing this defense now extend. They're going to try to go a little full court 1-3-1, but just maybe a little token pressure. I don't know if you can go complete press right now because I don't know if you have the guns that can run up and down with Hillsboro.
48-28 is our score. Hillsboro attacking the basket. Here's a steal. Bailey, but he couldn't keep it in bounds. Tried to save it around his back, and his lead foot was out of bounds on the baseline. Hillsboro now will have it, and they'll keep it and inbound it right there. Hillsboro pointing, directing traffic. Here's Shahan with a 3. That bounces off no good. Bailey up high for the rebound for Southeast. Left-hand side, Tiernan Patachico's checked in. Tiernan, a little fake spin move, went halfway around, then comes back, plays it to Bailey. Owen Bailey now, dancing with a brief double team, now plays it back to Patachik. 4:49 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jacobson a long 3, that kisses the front of the rim and falls into the hands of Seth Driggers.
When he thought eventually Jacobson had to miss. I mean, after the 2nd quarter he didn't miss a thing. Right there, just takes the 20-footer a little short.
Here's a three-pointer, crawls out from Hillsboro. That is Nash Dickinson again. Jacobson with it. He'll dish it off last second to Potocik. Potocik knocked to the ground, laying underneath the rim, and a rebound by Hillsboro. Here comes Hillsboro back the other way. Owen Bailey with the block, but the follow, it won't go either. Boy, that ball fell out of there. Here's a tip, loose ball collected by Bailey. Jacobson was able to get it to him. Here's Bailey now attacking down Broadway. Layup good. Owen Bailey has a half a dozen.
And Devin, it was really interesting when the next whistle was going to be blown. We didn't see a foul called there. They also didn't call the foul there. And then Bailey attacks the rim. Another no call. Just letting them play right now.
The whistle's already on holiday break. 48-30. Last games of 2024 here for these two Trojan teams, and a foul inside on Southeast of Saline. That will send, looks like it's going to be Noah Beavers to the free throw line. The foul on Southeast of Saline will be on Kane Sawyers.
Yeah, and Sawyers just got there a little bit late. You saw Beavers' extremely quick release. He kind of knew that he had Sawyers on that backside. If he waited any longer, it's going to be tough to get the shot up. He just went up so quick. And you're seeing, again, this release just comes out really quick from Beavers' hands, even at the free throw line.
For Southeast, number 5, Isaiah Kerr.
Isaiah Kerr has checked back into the game. Both free throws missed at the line there by Hillsboro, and the ball goes off of Jacobson's leg out of bounds. It'll stay here with Hillsboro, 3:46 left to go in the third.
And it was Dickinson that went up with 3 Trojans, and Dickinson's probably been fouled 5 or 6 times tonight. That has not been called. There was another one right there, and he's just looking at the officials. He didn't know what he needs to do to get a foul drawn.
There's a no-look pass down low, shovel pass style. Hillsboro can't do anything with it. Couple opportunities, but Southeast didn't grab the rebound. Hillsboro still has it. Here's a drive by Wickert. Layup, good. Lincoln Wickert, 5 points in the quarter, 14 for the game.
And Wickert looked like a running back going through the offensive line right there. It took contact from both sides, just wore it well, went up, strong layup.
Southeast of Saline on the offensive end, once again trailing by 20, 50-30. Three-pointer by Sawyers. That's no good from the left wing. Hillsboro has it back. Spin move in the lane. Wild shot thrown up, and again an offensive rebound by Hillsboro. Now a contested rebound. It's going to be called dual possession. It'll be Southeast of Saline that wins it. Give credit that time to Gannon Jacobson.
Yeah, a lot of contact right there. It could have been the whistle could have been blown earlier either way, but they're going to call the alternate possession. Is going to stay with South, or it's going to go to Southeast.
50-30, 2:39 left to go here, third quarter. Southeast of Saline trailing. Owen Bailey with the basketball. Sawyers with it. Now over to the right. Potocik. Back to Jacobson. Jacobson between his legs. Got tied up there, played it out to Kerr. Three-pointer on the way, and Isaiah Kerr buries a 3 on the left-hand side.
There you go. We saw a lot of defense just collapse on Jacobson. Kerr just popped out. Good finish from Kerr.
2:08 left to play here in the third. Hillsboro has the basketball back. Weisbeck with it. Out to Shahan for a 3, and that's good. Easton Shahan moves into double digits now. He has 11.
And Devin Shahan did that with Jacobson in his front pocket. I mean, good defense from Jacobson. Hand was in the face. Just great pull-up from Shahan.
Owen Bailey for 3. He wants to keep the contest going. 53-36.
And this is good from Bailey. Only 4 points in the first half. Already with 5. He's got to keep rolling if Southeast is going to stay in this.
Drive right down the middle of the lane. That's no good on the shot by Shahan. Rebound Isaiah Kerr. Off to Bailey on the left wing. Little stutter step, hesitation. Drive to the baseline, throws it up. Could not clear the front of the rim on the side as he was floating out of bounds, and Hillsboro will take it. 76 seconds left to go here in the third. 53-36. That was a big possession there for Southeast. This thing keeps teetering between 17 and 20. Now here's a steal by Owen Bailey. Comes back the other way. Potocik Tiernan goes to the baseline, now retreats back out. Plays it back to Owen Bailey. He steps in the keyhole. Long shot up, rims off no good to the right-hand side. Shahan will collect it for Hillsboro and a 30-second timeout. We will step aside with 53 seconds left to go. It's a 30-second timeout. Back with more here on KINA.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
53-36 our score. 53 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Thank you for listening on KINA, 910 AM, 107.5 FM. Also, SalinaPost.com with live stream videos presented by Tri-Valley Seed and Service. Hillsboro can have the last say if they want. They had a wide open player underneath their basket. They do not pass it to him. And now they will settle into their offense with 43 seconds left to play. Owen Dahlke was wide open underneath that basket. Now a drive on the left-hand side and a foul is going to send Nash Dickinson to the free throw line. He will have 2 free throws and try to add to his 14 points.
And Dickinson's been extremely impressive. I mean, we've seen him attack the rim. We've seen him shoot the three. We've seen the mid-range game. He's just scoring at all 3 different levels. Now he's at the free throw line drawing the foul on Potacek.
And you might fall off your bleacher if I tell you this. He only averaged 7.5 points coming into this game.
It's the confidence he's playing with. I mean, everything looks super easy, super smooth for Dickinson as he misses that second free throw.
1 of 2 at the free throw line. That gives him 15 points so far in this game. 54-36. Down to the last half minute here of the third period. Bailey with it behind his back. Now out to Potacek. Tiernan floater on the left-hand side. Won't go. Rebound taken in down low by Noah Beavers. Hillsboro will still have the last say at it. 16 seconds left to play.
And Devin, that's a good shot from Potacek. We're seeing Potacek get himself to the rim. He's able to get himself that floater. He's just going to start finishing. That's something the sophomore will work on and get better at.
Hillsboro buries it in down low. Shot won't go. Here comes Southeast of Saline. Down to 1. Owen Bailey from half court. Won't go. It's the top of the backboard. And we are at the end of 3. Hillsboro 54, Southeast of Saline 36. Fourth and final quarter action coming up when we come back. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball right here on KINA.
Hey Santa, all I want for Christmas is a remote start with two-way communication and to be controlled by my phone app.
Ho, ho, ho. Your wish can come true with New Image Audio. New Image Audio also does ceramic window tinting. How about a new CarPlay or Android stereo for the kids? I'm heading to New Image Audio at 340 South Broadway in Salina.
Unlock or start from anywhere, but you need to start at New Image Audio. Call or text 785-309-1617.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from CopyCo. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At CopyCo, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a die-hard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. CopyCo, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Welcome back. Final quarter of 2024. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, Trey Tolley providing live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Presented by Tri-Valley Seed and Service. I want to thank those guys for jumping on board tonight and help bringing you Southeast of Saline basketball. Hillsboro leads at 54-36 as we are into the final quarter. There's a drive and a kick out to Wickert. His three-pointer is up no good. Rebound by Hillsboro. Anders Weisbeck was able to keep it alive for Hillsboro. Now on the drive, it's going to be lost by Nash Dickinson. It will go out of bounds and stay here with Hillsboro.
And Devin, you talk about the 7 seniors from Hillsboro, and you're starting to see that they all just kind of understand their role, right? Like we've seen Weisbeck right there, does the dirty work. He's in there, he's banging in for an offensive rebound. He extends that possession. Did you see another bucket from Dickinson? I mean, Dickinson's just been the star of the show. He's scoring everywhere, but it's the role players just understanding what they need to do to keep the ball alive.
Here's Jacobson. He's going to drive. His layup off the window won't go down. The rebound knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Hillsboro. Nash Dickinson has 17. He leads 3 Hillsboro Trojans in double digits as Hillsboro leads by 20. There's only 1 Southeast Trojan in double digits, and that's Gannon Jacobson with 22. He leads all scores. 6:58 left to go, 1 minute into this fourth quarter. Here's a drive and a foul. That will be whistled on Isaiah Kerr as the Lincoln Wickert went right at Isaiah Kerr, and he will get to go to the free throw line. 14 points for him so far.
You know, we've seen that a couple times from Wickert. I mean, he just sees it. There's any opening, he's taking it straight to the rack. Right there, gets the foul called on Kerr.
Free throw, clangs in and out, no good. Second one is coming up on the way. And that one is good. 15 points now for Lincoln Wickert. 21-point lead for Hillsboro. 57-36. Kane Sawyer's with it. He's going to turn now, play it to Bailey. Bailey, a full pirouette 360 on his pivot foot, unleashes a 3. That won't go. And Gannon Jacobson kept it from going out of bounds. It ends up with Hillsboro now back the other way. Driggers with it, center of the floor. Now he'll play Shahan over to Wickert. A little head and shoulder fake of the 3. Now he threatens baseline, shut up there by Gebhardt. Here's another ball and shoulder fake and a block by Jacobson from behind. Isaiah Kerr has it. Kerr up the floor to Jacobson. Gannon all the way to the cup. Layup good. Gannon Jacobson's first field goal of the second half. He has 24.
Well, and much like we saw Samuelson in the first half of the girls' game, there's been a concerted effort to lock down Jacobson. They've done a good job, but there's only so long you can keep Jacobson down. It's a good transition bucket from the junior.
57-38. Hillsboro working it around here. Nearly lost the dribble. Now they're going to play it out to Wickert for a long 2. That rims off no good. Kerr with another rebound. Here comes Isaiah Kerr in front of the scorer's table across center court. Over to Owen Bailey on the left-hand side. Bailey looking in at Kane Sawyers. Now they're going to rotate the ball around to Gebhardt. Back to Owen Bailey. Bailey wants to get down the paint. Stops at 16 and flips it up and in. Nice little move by Owen Bailey. He moves into double digits now with 11. 57-40.
And Devin, it's Bailey's change of pace. Like, so he can go quick and he can slow it down really quickly with the dribble. Just nice pull up from Bailey.
Another shot by Hillsboro. That's no good from Nash Dickinson. Southeast of Saline has it in running. Here's Owen Bailey with it. Playing out to the right-hand side, Isaiah Kerr. Now Bailey, big bounce pass to Jacobson. Jacobson works in the lane, gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Gannon Jacobson that time just came off a curl and was able to get in the middle of the lane, was fouled. We saw his head kind of jerk back. And 2 free throws coming up for Gannon Jacobson after the second foul on Anders Weisbeck. First free throw by Gannon Jacobson, off, no good.
Hillsboro 13, Noah Beavers.
5 out of 7 from the free throw line for Gannon Jacobson so far. This free throw up and good. Make it 6 out of 8. 25 points now for Gannon Jacobson. A little full court pressure here. Caught Hillsboro off guard, and they're going to have to take a timeout. 57-41, it's a full timeout. We'll step aside with 4:50 left to go, just under 5 minutes left to play here in Hillsboro at Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Trojan fans, it takes fuel to win the day. When you're following our team to show that purple pride, fill your tank with gas and diesel as you're coming or going at our 24/7 pumps. And be sure to stop to get the energy you need with a hot cup of New England coffee or cocoa. Or grab a slice of your favorite Hunt Brothers pizza and snacks. Assyria Oil and Hardware is proud to support the southeast of Saline community. Located at the corner of Center and Main in Assyria. We'll fill you up.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Hillsboro out of the timeout with the basketball. 57-41, 4:43 left to go. Hillsboro with a 16-point lead. Hillsboro working through it here offensively. Southeast challenging them defensively, trying to make a last-minute run here. Southeast had a nice little run against Beloit. Now here's a poke. Gannon Jacobson. It's going to end up coming back to Jacobson after the poke landed in the lap of Kane Sawyers, and Sawyers pitches it ahead for a two-pointer. By the way, Gannon Jacobson scoring night tonight gives him a new career high. Right now, Gannon Jacobson with 27 points. His previous career high, last year as a sophomore, he scored 24 points against Scott City in the Sterling tournament midseason. He also scored 24 points against Cheney at the state tournament in Hutchinson. So, new career high for Gannon Jacobson at the varsity level tonight, 27 points thus far. 57-43. Southeast of Saline trailing by 16. They also have the basketball. 14 points. Here's Kerr for three. That one rimming between the backboard and the rim. Can't get it to go. Isaiah, though, gets his own rebound. His shot is blocked and taken away. Hillsboro's going to save it. Boy, a chance there for Southeast of Saline to make this interesting.
Yeah, really, really good play from Easton Shahan to come with it. That's a big block on Kerr. Kerr could have brought that to within 12. That just changes the complexion of the game right there. Nice play from Easton Shahan.
Down low, Hillsboro with the basketball, and it's going to be a tie-up. Kane Sawyer's there, guarding the left shoulder, that time of Noah Beavers, and when Beavers turned, Sawyers is able to reach it in and tie that basketball up. Tiernan Potocik now will come into the game. He'll replace Isaiah Kerr. 3:22 left to go. It's a 14-point game. It's close as Southeast of Saline has been in a while.
Yeah, and it seems like it's taking a lot of energy, a lot of effort to get it here. You need points and you need stops. There's not a lot of possessions left. Neither team has, each team's committed just one foul, so it's going to take a lot to get them into foul trouble to the free throw line, so you just got to convert and create turnovers if you're Southeast.
Southeast was down by 13 at halftime. A couple of substitutions here. Nash Dickinson comes back into the game for Hillsboro. Jacobson drove baseline that time, was knocked out of bounds with the basketball, and they award it to Southeast. Here's Jacobson now, a little back and forth move, and he is fouled. They're going to say this foul is on the floor.
Which I get, but Jacobson's clearly going up for the shot. We've seen if Gannon gets the ball in the paint, he's going up for his shot, but they're going to call that foul on the floor.
If you are in the motion of shooting, but somebody hugs you and ties your arms up, then you are no longer in the motion of shooting, right? Now a long pass that Owen Bailey can't handle. It's going to be a turnover or run out. That one hurts for Southeast. Lincoln Wickert on the takeaway. That's just Southeast of Saline's second turnover of the half.
Yeah, it hasn't been a bad half by any means. We've started seeing some scoring from other people. The defense is, you're making other people score, but you see Potocik with the three from the corner. But yeah, it's been clean offensively.
Potocik has it after Gebhardt was able to get the rebound off that first miss. Now they put it in the hands of Jacobson. Long distance three. Rimming off, no good. 2:33 left to go. Hillsboro with the board. They'll bring it back the other way. 1-on-1. Triggers wants to challenge Jacobson. Oh, it's 2-on-1. There was a Hillsboro Trojan down here I didn't see. He was hiding out at the bench. Here's Potocik now with it. 2:19 left to go. And a near steal
Wow.
By Hillsboro, and they do take it away. What a play that was by Anders Weisbeck.
Yeah, Weisbeck right there just did a great job keeping the ball inbounds right near the Southeast Saline bench.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here in Hillsboro. In the fourth quarter, 59-43. Hillsboro leading Southeast. There's a back cut by Driggers. He turns, can't get it to go. And lost it on the second attempt. Gebhardt throwing it up the floor. Pitch out to Owen Bailey, who can't get the layup. Boy, that's just deflating. Southeast has had several possessions here, trailing by 16 points that they have just come away empty.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic catch from Bailey. Really didn't have an opportunity to regroup and go up for the shot, but misses the layup with a lot of contact.
Lincoln Wickert will go to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 in this game from the stripe. The foul on Grady Gebhardt. It's his first. 1:35 left to go. Wickert can go to the free throw line here, extend his scoring. He has 3 points so far in this fourth quarter, 17 for the game. First free throw is up and misses.
And Devin, as hot as Hillsboro was in the first half shooting threes, and they've still, connected on 3 so far in the second half, but they've really attacked the rim hard. I mean, these seniors have done a good job not settling for the outside shot. They just attack as the second free throw goes.
Wickert, 2 of 4 from the stripe. Extends that Hillsboro lead back to 17, 60-43. Potacek leaning, trying to get a shot up. That curls off the rim, no good. Sawyers keeps it alive for Southeast. Out to Jacobson for 3. That's strong, no good. Gebhardt chases the rebound down for Southeast of Saline. 1:17 left to go. Now Gebhardt pitches out to Potacek for a 3. That one won't go. Boy, Southeast can't buy a bucket right now. And the contested rebound between Jacobson and Driggers goes out of bounds. They'll award it to Hillsboro. 71 seconds left to play.
And Hillsboro head coach Kyle Croker has done a great job with this team. And, you can just see what they do year in and year out. But even right now, the minute 10 left, Owen Bailey's just getting hounded 45 feet away from the rim. They're not going to let Bailey get off, and that's just a good defensive team. They understand their roles, their responsibilities. They're going to let everybody else beat you, and Jacobson and Bailey, they got a lot of people on.
Wide open Hillsboro player underneath the rim. It's Owen Dahlke, and he scores his first basket of the game. Back to a 19-point Hillsboro lead. Jacobson on the spin move, finds Potacek, opposite side of the floor. His three-pointer can't go. And the rebound taken in here by Noah Beavers, and a foul called on Southeast with 40.1 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we just continue to see that lead extend, and then Southeast would fight hard and get it back within 14, 13 a couple times, just could never get it to single digits. And I think that's deflating when you're looking at the scoreboard and you continue to see it in double figures. There's a mindset when you get that score into single figures, kind of triggers something in your head, and Southeast just hasn't been able to do that so far.
62-43. Hillsboro has it. 28 seconds left to go. Stick with us in postgame. We'll go over final numbers for you. We'll also have a conversation with Coach Francis Flax. Clock down to 20. Hillsboro might be trying to dribble it out here. Driggers guarded by Bailey. Now they'll play it off to Lincoln Wickert. Wickert and Gebhardt can determine how this one ends, and I think they're both satisfied, and that is it. 62-43, our final score. Hillsboro defends their home floor against the Southeast of Saline Trojans. And for Hillsboro, now they will hit the break at 4-2, having played 6 games here in 2024. Southeast of Saline will go into the holiday break 0-4. Time now for the postgame show, brought to you by Commercial Tire Center. We'll go over final numbers for you. Also have a conversation with the coach. It's all coming up when we come back. Hillsboro wins it 62-43 right here on KINA.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates.
Products not available in every state.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here one last time from Hillsboro. 62-43, the final scores. We are in postgame, brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Let's go over final scoring for you for Southeast of Saline. They just have 4 guys hit the scoring column tonight, led by Gannon Jacobson with a new career high. 27 points tonight for Gannon. He had 20 in the first half. He led all scores. 11 points for Owen Bailey, 3 for Isaiah Kerr, and 2 for Tiernan Potacek. For Hillsboro, they had 3 different guys in double digits. Lincoln Wickert with 18, Nash Dickinson with 17, Easton Shahan with 11, 8 points for Noah Beavers, 6 for Seth Driggers, and 2 for Owen Dahlke. Southeast of Saline, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, while Hillsboro went 6 out of 12. Southeast of Saline, 7 turnovers on the evening, while Hillsboro had 8. Once again, our final score, 62-43. On the girls' side, it was 44-25 as Hillsboro is able to sweep Southeast of Saline here in this game, the last games for both schools here in 2024. Time now to talk to Francis Flax. It's brought to you by Frisbee Construction here in postgame. And boy, Coach, this is a Hillsboro team. We knew it would be a challenge. 7 seniors on this team. They love to get up and down the floor, and they were hot to start tonight with 23 first quarter points. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, there's 2 things I just told the guys in the locker room. If we come out at the beginning of the game and find ourselves behind 14-2 or 12-1, or that's basically how it's been the rest of the time, we're in real trouble.
Yeah.
Then the second part of that is, if we don't make a concerted commitment to defending one-on-one, it's going to be a long season. We couldn't stop any of these guys tonight on the dribble drive, and we prepared for it. That's the part that's frustrating to me. I liked our effort. We rebounded better than we've been rebounding, and they still got a majority, but we did a better job on the boards. So I thought our second half defensively we were a little bit better. We didn't give up 40 points anyway.
Yeah. And what you're talking about, too, I mean, that has a trickle-down effect, too, right? You say the rebounding was better, and I agree. But if I get beat and my man gets by me, you have to rotate over and help me out. Then we give up a cheap rebound because your guy comes in and gets a second chance opportunity, right?
Right. And, Devin, the thing is, we could have taken 7 or 8 charges tonight.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to step and help. They want to step aside and try to block shots. We're not shot blockers. And the guys know that, too.
Yeah.
We work on if you get an offensive rebound in the lane, and you have to pump fake a couple times, and pretty soon the defensive man will commit and jump, and then you go into him. And we got 3 or 4 shots blocked off of offensive rebounds because we didn't do that.
Yeah, Gannon Jacobson tonight scoring. He had 20 points in the first half, ends up with a new career high of 27. But then he got a lot of attention after those 20 in the first half, didn't he? I mean,
yeah, he did.
It's about stepping up and it's about scoring as a team. And right now you don't have that going. You see some guys trying to engage a little bit. Again, I thought Tieran Potocik was good tonight, but boy, you got to be a threat on both sides of the floor, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And truthfully, he needs to score for us, and he had trouble scoring. They had their best defender on Owen, and which that's going to happen. They're either going to have the best defender on Owen or Gannon, one of the two. So, we'll go into the Christmas holidays. We've got a week off before we practice again, and see if we can't get some of this fixed. We've got, I think, just about a week of practice.
Yep, it's not long. It'll turn around quick. Our first game in the new year will be January 3rd at Republic County. Coach, enjoy your holiday. Merry Christmas to you, and we will see you in 2025.
Well, thank you. Same to you, Devin. Merry Christmas.
Coach Francis Flax, his guys tonight take a loss here in Hillsboro. The girls from southeast of Saline do as well. Want to thank Tri-Valley Seed and Service, your local Pioneer Brand seed representatives. See Justin and Blake at Tri-Valley Seed and Service, located just outside of Gypsum. They're the presenting sponsor for tonight's games of Southeast of Saline basketball. That'll do it for 2024 here for Southeast of Saline. Also Kansas Wesleyan on holiday break. We will come back quickly, as I said, and more quickly than normal for Southeast of Saline. Usually they start back about the 7th or 8th, something like that in January, but it's going to be January 3rd will be our next contest of Southeast of Saline basketball. Kansas Wesleyan will get things started the very next day on January 4th. So until then, we invite you to enjoy some Chiefs football. That's a wild, wild schedule, isn't it? Saturday at noon, the Chiefs will play against the Houston Texans from Arrowhead Stadium. We'll have pregame for you starting here at 11 o'clock on KINA and also in high definition on 99 KG. And then 3 days rest for the Chiefs. They'll turn around. They will play again on Christmas Day as they will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So that's your Chiefs games that will keep you occupied, and I'm sure some wild games involving Kansas City Chiefs as they usually are. For everyone here at KINA Sports, including Tyler Henry writing articles and game wraps on SalinaPost.com, Chris Cadle producing and engineering. He's the program director at KINA. For Trey Tolley on video tonight, Tyler Smith helping out. My name is Devin Haney. I want to say thank you for listening to KINA Sports. Thank you for supporting KINA Athletics and also on SalinaPost.com. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will talk to you January 3rd in Belleville as Republic County hosts Southeast of Saline in 2025 right here on KINA.